You are now listening to the Odd Valley Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Odd Valley Live Podcast. Motherfucker, we're missing Mochi Squeeze. We don't got no Mochi Squeeze tonight. It's Mochi Squeeze's birthday, literally tomorrow. So I got...
Literally.
Yeah. Literally. Actually,
Literally tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm not saying like, oh, we're celebrating the birthday tomorrow. It's like...
Literally tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. So fucking deal with it. You know what I mean? No Mochi Squeeze, but we do got Miguel.
What's going on?
We got also the homie Luke shot first. Say hello.
What's up, y'all?
There he is. He's been on a previous episode. I think, what was it? We talked about HP. No. What's it?
Lovecraft.
Yeah, not HP Lovecraft. Fuck, it's the other guy.
I know. I just lost it too. The Murder Castle.
Yeah. H.H. Holmes.
H.H. Holmes.
There you
There
go.
it
I was
is.
close.
Yeah.
I was close. Yeah, we did an H.H. Holmes episode, but I know I've been talking about this on the podcast. All right, we're starting a new podcast, me and Miguel. It's gonna be a nerd podcast. All right, it's not necessarily a drinking podcast, although I probably will have a drink or two while we record it. But yeah, this is sort of like we decided, why not just sort of do like a pilot-ish episode of our other show, meshed
Soft
up.
launch.
Yeah, soft
It's
launch,
a soft launch. Okay.
soft pilot.
It's poached.
Yeah. It's boiled. No, it's more like where you're blanching you.
No, we're blanching the.
Yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah,
okay,
it's
it's a
blanched.
blanched.
You just want the color to
Just
come
real
out
quick,
a little
yeah,
more.
you
and
want-
you
yeah.
want it, still need it to be like snappy when you bite into it.
Okay.
You need that texture. But
Oh, yeah.
anyway, it's a mixture of Odd Valley and our new show, which I know Miguel's still not 100% on the
I'm
name.
not 100% on the name, but I'm
into
okay
it
with
though. All right, he
Yeah.
came up with the neon part, and I came up with the other part. So we're calling it the Neon Pocket Dimension. Welcome to the first technical recording of that shit. But
Ooh, I
it's
like it.
it's Odd Valley, Neon
Yeah, it's
Pocket
still-
Dimension.
Still Odd Valley.
Yeah. This is Odd Valley, but this is the Neon Pocket Dimension episode of Odd Valley. So we're still
Technically
gonna
a crossover before the other one even
Oh
exists.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's very
true.
true. Yeah,
It's
it's
a-
going to be a spin-off, really.
yeah. It's that's true.
It's going to be a spin-off.
This is like the episode.
So it's the Joey. It's the Joey of the Odd Valley podcast.
yeah,
let's please not have it
Wow.
be Joey.
That's fun.
Because that show was. I never watched it really, but I
You
heard it
could've-
was
never watched it
terrible.
either.
You could have said Frasier. You could have said.
Well, no,
Frasier.
that was better.
And everyone
That is
seems
true.
to like Frasier.
I thought that was better, but I mean, I was also not old.
I never watched Frasier.
yeah.
I didn't watch
I
Cheers.
never watched
bes-
Cheers.
I
so
did
don't
watch
know.
Cheers though.
I-
think
I
my
watched-
family did.
My dad would watch Cheers, but I never watched it.
There you go.
It was on.
I feel like maybe it would be on or something. So
Yeah.
I've definitely seen an episode, but it's not
Mhm.
like in the.
I
Vernacular.
ended up preferring Frasier. I thought Frasier was great.
I feel like that's most people feel that way.
Yeah.
But
Well,
or
plus you got. I mean, who was it? Sideshow Bob and his brother.
did they have a spinoff?
No,
Oh.
that was them.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. What's his name?
Kelsey
Leslie
Grammer and
I was gonna say Leslie Nielsen.
no, Kelsey Grammer and God damn it, what was his name?
Leslie Nielsen his name reminds me of Kelsey Grammer's name because they both have names that are like women's names.
Traditionally women's
Ah.
names.
Yeah, traditional.
Well, I wouldn't even say traditionally. It'd be like saying Ashley was traditionally a girl's name. Which
no,
isn't.
Ashley is it's a man's name
name,
originally. And I learned that from
you go.
But every Ashley I know is a woman, so it's a woman's name.
yeah, but name your son Ashley. I dare you,
No,
cowards.
No, I'm
I
not.
dare you.
I'm not from the right part of the country.
I don't
or
know.
Ashley
world
the
to do that.
boy. Oh,
Ashley.
okay.
My wife. My wife does like A names, but I don't know. We'll see.
Ashley.
Yeah.
I have a good
mean,
friend. I have a good friend named Ashley, though. I think she'd think I was naming it after her, and that'd be weird.
Yeah,
So-
we don't want
I
that.
don't like that.
No,
I
no.
don't like to name people
After
kids
people you know?
after people I know or people.
So
I
not
don't
even like a grandparent.
Yeah, that seems
That's different.
odd.
That's
But you
different.
still technically know them.
No, I mean like like everybody else can suck a dick when it comes to names. You know what I mean? Like a grandparent is one thing. All right, a parent maybe
Oh fuck that
If
shit. I don't like that either.
only if it's like you are the junior already,
it
and
would
you're
be-
gonna continue it to the third.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I think
That's
that's
the only
I
thing.
Or
think
like
that's
middle names of older generations. I can
That's-
see that.
That's okay.
That's
but
what my dad did.
I think it's pretty narcissistic to name your child after yourself.
Agreed.
Yeah. I
And the
feel
worst
So-
part, I believe I'm the third.
Are you really Miguel the Third?
But it's not
Wow.
legal.
Well, guess what? I'm calling you Miguel the Third from now on. I'm gonna call you Miguel Esquire.
The third. I mean, there is an air of like something to it, of character to it for sure. But
Well, it's just like with kings and stuff. They take the king's name when they become king.
Yeah.
So then you know.
Then you have to choose their name or whatever.
Yeah, and then you're just a freaking like uppity motherfucker.
Polly
with
Pocket
your
would know all about
pinky
that.
up.
So
Oh, we got
kings
this.
and queens and names and stuff.
We got the studio fairy in here again.
That's how she's nerdy.
Polly Pocket. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's really into the king stuff. What is it?
The royal
the
family.
royal family stuff.
Fuck those people.
Yeah. What's her Prince Di?
Yeah, she likes Princess Di a lot.
Princess Di.
She likes the queen more than anything.
Although I feel like it's kind of
Queen is the queen dead?
No,
Did
not-
we ever
not-
find that out?
she's
No,
dead.
no.
I'm putting fucking money on
it's
it.
possible.
I'll
Has
put
she
money
not
on
been
it
seen?
right
Has she
now.
not been seen? I haven't been following.
I don't know. That's what I heard, and then just some conspiracy
Yeah.
stuff popped up. But I thought it was kind of.
So
Polly
we think
Pocket
she-
said
so-
you turn on the news and they talk about it.
So we think she might be dead.
Yeah, when you turn on the news and you
Could be.
hear London Bridge is down.
She might be dead.
Oh no.
I see.
But you're not saying they haven't said that.
No, but is the queen
But
dead?
do you think?
Is the queen dead? She's alive.
See,
apparently. Okay.
I
We're
think
getting-
she's
Sadie
been, I think
saying
she's been
she's alive.
seen post-COVID. I mean, she got
Yeah.
COVID, right? That was the
I-
thing.
I've heard. I'm hearing from my source that the queen is alive. Thank you, Polly Pocket. This is
A very official source. Breaking news: the queen is alive.
this is Odd Valley Live. You're watching or listening to right now. But we're also a podcast, so if you do want to watch the show live, check us out on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. Twitch.tv/Odd Valley. Or you can listen to us later at on podcast services. Search Odd Valley. Yes, I know not all the episodes are up yet. I'm gonna get them uploaded. I'm still working on that.
It's a
I'm sorry,
one-man
everybody.
operation.
It is
That's
a one-
fine.
It is a one-man operation, but you're gonna get high quality audio uploaded. You could also watch the show later on YouTube. If just search Odd Valley, and please, if you can, subscribe to all our shit. The more subscribers we get on YouTube, we can actually get a real URL. I could
Smash that like
say
button.
it. Yeah. Oh, please. Comment.
Spank it.
Subscribe. Do all the spank that booty.
Share to your friends.
Yeah.
Klooge.
Yeah, glooge all over
Glooge
your
all over
friends.
it.
So I don't even know if we should talk about the glooge, but that's
No,
sort of your
we're
name.
gonna leave it unexplained.
No,
which
no,
name
that's
naturally
just
becomes
well.
a thing.
Let's just let glooge on.
Yeah. Just remember, Luke over here, you can call him Gluke, or you can call him Glooge. You want to?
That's the whole thing.
Either way, it sounds
Gluke, huh?
disgusting.
Gluke.
So, Gluke, yeah.
I glooked all over you.
Like,
Yeah, it's kind of
baby,
like,
you
never
glooked
mind,
early.
I'm not gonna explain.
Please
are
explain.
Are we drinking or what?
Yeah, attaboy.
I've
See,
been
I like
drinking.
that. So,
No.
this is a drinking podcast. Please pull out your drinks if you're listening,
Oh,
watching,
shit.
whatever.
No bell today.
Oh, I forgot to grab the bell.
Where's the fucking bell?
It's right here, motherfucker. So anyway, this is a drinking show, so it's all about drinking, so you better be ready to drink along. Have a drink ready. You can have a shot ready, because that's what we're about to do. We do our preliminary shot before we start the festivities.
Doing picklebacks tonight.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Well, I'm not doing Jameson. Will it be the same with the
Yeah.
Buffalo Trace shot?
It's fucking whiskey,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
And whiskey, yeah.
Did you
And
pour
I-
me some?
No, we didn't
Am
bring
I gonna
glasses.
am I gonna just sip it out
we
of the
could
jar?
we could drink it straight out of the jar.
I don't want your juices, man.
Woo!
You know what? Why
For
don't
all
you
we
just
know it's
you
not
do the
pickle
pickleback?
juice.
Oh, you wait.
Oh.
Shit. Look at that. That's disgusting.
Just fucking with you.
You know
it's
what?
pickle
You
juice.
do the pickleback.
There's some dill in there.
You do it. Oh, okay.
There's still
fine.
floating
I see
around,
it. I see
dude.
it floating on top.
Nice.
Anyway, if you're out there and you don't have a shot poured, pause the show if you can and fucking pour it. You've had long enough. You're back. Okay, you're ready to take a shot. We're about to take a shot. We're gonna do our preliminary shot. So raise your shot glass up high, and let's have a fucking good night, boys and lady.
And ladies.
Yeah.
And lady over there.
There might be ladies watching
forget
and
me.
listening.
Well, I'm not
Thanks
talking
for
about
getting
the
me on, y'all.
listeners in that one, the viewers. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers to everybody.
Shooting gin. I'm telling you, it's not the vibe.
What kind of gin you got there?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask you.
It's not good. I tell you that.
Put
It's
it
like-
put it in
it's-
front of your
it's-
mic.
It's,
So I-
it's
so I
a,
can
it's
actually
a
see it.
bottle it's a bottle that's been left
Ugh.
at my house from a
Ugh.
party. It's a Ghibli's. It's in plastic. It's terrible.
Oh yeah, give me a little bit of
Oh.
that pickle, dude. I'm gonna try it. Oh, that's full. It's completely
It's a full
full.
shot, dude.
I'm not doing a full
That's how
pickle.
you're supposed to do
I
it.
just want a little sip, dude. The
Just
fuck?
fucking do it. Don't be a bitch.
Agreed.
Ugh.
All
All right, well, it takes the edge off.
Switching
a
over
little.
to beer right after.
I don't
Cool,
blame you.
good. Yeah, I mean, we
Plastic-
drink beer too.
Plastic bottle gin.
I got to shoot. What?
Plastic
Oh,
bottle
plastic
gin.
bottle of gin.
Plastic bottle gin.
That is a fucking
Pretty
curse,
brutal.
buddy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I literally I came right from work and like came right back here. I was like, oh, I should have stopped and got something. But I was
Yep.
like, there's gonna be something. I have like a
Crucial
little bar
mistake.
set up at my house
Mhm.
because I used to be a bartender.
Oh,
and,
nice.
And so I have like all these like other liqueurs and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna shoot like sweet vermouth or like green chartreuse or something
I would-
weird like
we
that.
should
So I'm
just
like,
myself
do a
before
show and just
doing
start
vermouth.
shooting the weirdest shit, man.
Oh, just
Yeah.
like the extra things. Oh.
Like whatever's in your
Yeah.
pantry.
just
That'd
some
be a
Grand
good time.
Marnier, like,
Yeah.
cool, yeah.
Well, we have
that'd be good.
Malort here.
No, you don't want that.
Ooh,
We do have
Oh,
Malort.
that's heavy.
So,
Fucking terrible.
yeah, Luke, if you ever do
Oh.
come to Vegas, I'm gonna force you to.
Everyone
have a
has to
Malort
do
Do the
that.
shot.
Malort
Malort
shot.
Yeah.
At
I'm
least
down.
once.
It's really gross, and it's definitely worth your time because you'll never taste anything like it.
Oh, I've had Malort. Don't you worry.
Oh, okay, all right, fine then. Okay, so.
I used to try to make cocktails with it, and they would
Oh.
almost never work.
Oh,
But, you know.
oh yeah, you're a bartender, so you probably know what Malort is. All right.
We do a lot of Fernet out here. Fernet's a big California thing.
It was big here too because of Tony Shea. So rest in peace, Tony
Mm.
Shea.
Oh, was he a big fan of Fernet?
Yeah,
I didn't realize
it
that.
became a downtown staple actually
Really?
because of Tony Shea. Yeah, and
Oh,
they actually
okay.
have like they had a Fernet like setup at Life is Beautiful, like the few
Oh, okay.
when we went a bunch of
Okay.
times. So
Didn't know that.
Hey, I was there last year. We could have run into each other.
oh shit, we were just there on that I think that Sunday. We were in VIP though.
You know.
no big
Nice.
whoop. No
You
big
know,
whoop.
because
we just got one
because
day.
we're super VIP.
It's just because
Not to
Mochi
brag or
Squeeze-
nothing.
Mochi Squeeze like only wants to go to stuff if it's VIP now. Okay, she's in that echelon. She's in that See, Polly
Fucking-
Pocket knows.
We
It's
can
fine.
pinky up and shit.
Okay, we
pain.
got to get to the wheel. We have to get to the wheel. So we got a wheel. This is
Fucking
the
bougie.
reason for the fucking whatever.
Fucking
You know what?
bougie.
If she's in chat, let Miguel know that he's a douche. He's being a douche right now.
I'm not being a douche. I'm speaking truths.
Sure. So we have a wheel. We call him Trebek. It's
Yeah.
the reason for the season. It's the whole show. I'm gonna show it right
It's
here.
a reason for the
Beep.
season.
Oh no! Did it
It's-
get moved?
Maybe.
I'm gonna turn that. Okay. So we got this wheel here. It's got words written on it. These are words that we could possibly say during the episode. We didn't pick the words this time. We actually had the
No.
Studio Fairy Polly Pocket Google a bunch of nerdy words apparently, but we'll go through it. So essentially, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin this wheel twice. Whatever words it lands on. If we say those words during the episode, you're gonna hear a bell that sounds like this.
Oh.
All right, and that
Sorry.
means that you drink, we drink, we all
we
drink.
all drink.
And there
We
you go.
all Drink.
So let's read through them. Bring the mic over
I was
here.
gonna. The only one that I think is somewhat generic is the one that it's on right now.
Geek out.
Yeah.
Cosplay.
Yeah.
LARPing.
LARPing.
Weeb.
Yeah.
E-thought or e-girl. Noob. Erotic cake store. Cherry. Alternate dimensions. And then, of
Nice.
course,
Drink, drank, drunk.
drink, drank, drunk, which will never be erased from this wheel. So, okay, we're going to spin it twice. I'll spin it once. Miguel, you can spin it the other way, and we'll
Alright.
see what it lands on. And
You ready?
be ready to choose your own destiny. All right. What are we going to get today, guys?
Nothing
spin.
good. Oh shit.
E-thought,
E-thought,
e-girl.
e-girl.
Okay,
I wonder how
Miguel?
often that's gonna come up.
I mean, we'll just talk. Well, I'll just say it. I'll just say it.
Oh,
out
I know
loud.
you will. Oh, cosplay.
And cosplay. Okay, so it's all the sexy ones.
That's. Well, it's not all sexy.
It can be.
If we remember
Nice.
Manfay. I don't know if you guys know Manfay.
Manfay?
Yeah.
So we just talk about
What
Jessica Negri and
Yes.
And Manfay.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna look up Manfay.
Look up Manfay.
As long as
He was
I
a
won't-
thing when
it
I
ca-
was going to Anime Expo back in the day.
Okay. What about the guy that dresses up like Peter Griffin? And he looks like Peter Griffin.
That I don't think I've ever
That's
seen him before.
hilarious.
That guy was cool.
You know him?
No, I don't
He's
know
like,
him
yeah, no,
personally,
no,
but I
like-
know of him.
He's like he's so cool because he's me.
No. Oh yeah. Fuck. That would have been a great setup.
I'm that guy.
Okay, so starting from right this second, if you hear the words, I'm going to type in the chat too. If you hear the words e-girl, e-thought, or cosplay. Then you have to drink.
It's 3 drinks,
So
people.
it's 3 drinks.
Holler.
I'm typing them as well. Okay, so now they're in the chat. So you can see the words in the chat. If any of those words are uttered, you'll hear a bell. And if you do not hear a bell, please tell us in the chat.
It's pretty good.
I like that beer.
That's
It's
good.
very good.
you
It's
know
the Grim Reaver
I know this is
7.5.
Going to
Brewing.
go off topic, but
Mhm.
do you know if he's still building his brewery?
Reeves?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Even
Was
though-
it going to be here in Vegas?
Yeah. It was going to
Yeah,
be
now
downtown.
he's not here anymore. So.
I know he's not, but I mean,
Yeah, I
this is
wonder.
where his beer is coming from.
Yeah, you know what? So, not sure. Okay,
Anyway, go on.
so here we are. Neon Pocket Dimension. What is that? What is that? We're going to suss that out.
I don't, it's an alternate dimension, isn't it? Oh wait, that's not one of the words.
Yeah, no, don't be such a
It's
e-thought.
E-thought.
You said it too.
That's
fucker.
2. Fucking
But
assholes.
Odd Valley's happening, guys.
Once it hits your lips, it's
It's-
so good.
Wait, what beer are you drinking, dude? What do you got?
Looks like
I just got the classic
Yeah, I was
Corona.
gonna say, it
Got
looks
Oh,
support,
Corona's
you
good.
know?
it's
Corona's
like
good.
Corona.
Here, I can widen your camera a little, you know. I can make you a little wider. That cool?
I don't want to take up the whole screen or nothing, but
Well,
you
you're
know,
way in
my-
the
my
you're in the
arms are-
middle. You're in the
It's
middle.
not like he's asking you to make him the whole back screen.
No, but you know, if he ever gets a chroma key,
Like, no, it's not big enough. It's not big
you
enough.
want me to stretch him out? You want me to stretch him
Make
out
it
the
bigger.
screen? I'll
It's
do
not
it.
Big enough.
I'm just like the. Wait, who's the guy in?
No one
in
can see
Power
Luke.
Know
Power Rangers.
What was his? You know
Oh.
the guy with
Tommy?
big face. What was his name?
Oh, Ivan Ooze.
Ivan Ooze?
Is that-
Who the
What?
fuck?
I
Who
don't
are
know
we
about
trying
Ivan
to-
Ooze.
Who are we
Golden-
trying to
Power
Golden
Rangers.
monkey guy.
Golden
The
Monkey
Golden
guy.
Monkey. Which version of Power Rangers?
Oh, I know he's
We're
talking
talking
about
about-
the guy
We're
that
talking Mighty Morphin.
yeah, he's got the blue skin, and then he's
Yeah.
wearing the golden armor.
Oh,
and he's
I
like,
vaguely. Yeah.
He's pretty sick. I remember him being sick,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
Yeah. What was that chick's name? Sharina?
Rita Repulsa.
Rita Repulsa? Yeah, Rita Repulsa.
Sharina Repulsa. Got it.
Sharina.
Serena. Yeah.
Wait, what was that cosplay guy? His name? Miguel?
Which Manfei.
Manfei?
Fucking
Okay,
classic.
cool. I'm gonna look it up.
He would come to the he'd be at all the cons. Find a picture of him and it's hilarious. He got
Nice.
banned once from one of the anime expos.
Oh, I cannot wait for a G-string. Ooh,
Did you find him?
Yeah, he's dressed up as Faye.
Faye.
Faye
That's why he's
Valentine.
called Manfei.
Oh wow, that's wild.
So, not sure if it's not safe for work or something, or not safe for Twitch,
Well, you
but
probably should not be watching this if you are at work because it is a drinking show.
no, it's a good point. This isn't too bad. You know what I mean?
He's not like it's not his junk's
This
not
isn't too
hanging
bad.
out.
I'm pulling up the picture. Here we go. Let me get my window going.
Classic Manfei.
See, now this is what you can expect from Neon Pocket Dimension. This is the
Yeah.
kind of content that you can expect from Neon
This
Pocket
is the
Dimension right here.
content.
What do you think
you
of
guys
this?
Remember that?
He was
you guys
nice.
remember? Yeah, right there is perfect. Yep, sure.
Yeah, he was.
Polly
Everyone
Pocket
loved
said
him.
that's hot.
But he would show up and
That
there'd
is
be a
pretty hot,
crowd
though.
and people
I
would
can't
take
lie.
pictures. Yeah, it was great.
That's a good
It
time.
was great.
So
you guys remember that epic IGN moment of it was like at one E3 or something where like the Goblin and Spider-Man faced off at that one. Like it's like the Goblin like calls out Spider-Man like behind the camera. It's really hilarious.
no, I totally missed that.
I don't
What-
remember
what
that
year
at
is
all.
that
Yeah,
from?
what year is that from?
I forget. I
Is
think
it
it was,
Tobey
it was like, I mean,
Maguire?
it was one of the last E3s, and I just remember like I think it was like Max Scoville or something was like walking around like interviewing some people or something, and then
Uh-huh.
behind him just comes like this Green Goblin cosplay, and then there's like a Spider-Man that walks
oh,
by,
and then they
the
started
Goblin just is
battling.
like Spider-Man, and it's so
Oh, okay. No, I have not seen that.
Okay, I
that
gotta
sounds hilarious.
Gotta look that up.
That
Gotta
sounds
look that
funny.
up.
fine. I
Yeah.
could probably send you. I could probably send you a clip.
Yeah, send me a clip and then we'll get claimed if I play it on here. But I might
Do we have
do
a?
it, might do it
Oh,
anyway.
that's true.
Might do it anyway. Anyway, so the Neon Pocket Dimension, the reason why I want to put this podcast together is like, all right, you listen to Odd Valley, you know what Odd Valley is all about. It's all about getting drunk and trying to talk about some sort of topic. But and it's great. I love this show. I love doing it. I'm still gonna do it. Me and Mochi Squeeze are going strong. We're back in the rhythm. We did an episode last Friday. We're gonna go every Friday. But the point of the thing about this show. The thing about this show is we get obliterated ass drunk, you know what I mean? And then I fall asleep pretty much right after eating a bunch of food, you know what I mean? And so I
what's-
need to also have a podcast where I can just like record it and go about my day. You know
I was
what I
gonna
mean?
say, what's
So
the
that's-
problem? You make it sound like a problem.
No, I mean it's just yeah, but I'd also
Isn't
like
that the whole
you guys.
point?
Yeah, it's true. It is the whole point. It's a good time. It's a good time. I'm not going against that. I'm just saying not every show I do needs to be like that. You know, maybe a casual beer drink cosplay. You know.
E-thought.
Yeah, it's happening. It's happening, guys.
Mm. No, I know what you're saying though. You just
I
want,
get it.
yeah, you just want to be able
I
to
get
have a
it.
normal show as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got a little bit of beer.
I put that link in sick clips. I think is the channel or the hashtag.
What the fuck are you doing?
I can't hear what Luke said, but
Oh, he's told you that he put the link up. Sick clips.
Put it in sick clips.
Sick clips. Oh, you're in the Discord.
put it in the sick clips?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
okay.
in the Discord.
You're in
Is
the
there a better
Discord.
place to share that?
No,
for you to
no,
make it
no. I
easier?
think you're good. I'm in the.
That's where you put it. That's exactly where you put
Yeah,
it.
yeah. That's where it's supposed to go. I'm on Twitch. I'm on the chat.
I
so.
see. I see.
But you're all good.
I
had
don't
a
think you
tiny.
can't share links in Twitch chat, right? I don't think so.
You should be able to actually in
Oh.
ours unless there's an auto
Certain
mod thing,
settings, right?
but-
It's like it depends on the channel.
No,
I
it's
guess.
cool. Discord works.
Deals.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe you know what? Put it in the chat. Because then I'm like, because then I had the whole window is your face. You know what I mean? I don't want people to not see you. What's up, singer bro? I see you in chat. Anyway, what were we talking about before I spilled beer on my laptop?
no.
Oh, I didn't even realize. You
Oh
spilled
yeah,
beer.
yeah. No, that's why I was.
You wanted a
scrambling.
regular show.
Oh yeah. So number one, I wanted to have another podcast. I've always I have all sorts of podcast ideas. I have another idea that's basically like improv / like narrative
What's
podcast.
what's your it's like that
What's
whose
that?
line is it anyway? Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
It's
But there's a narrative to it.
yeah, no, it's more inspired by shows like in this book. I actually came up with the idea that for this show before
Okay.
becoming a fan of this show, but I'm a huge fan of Hello from the Magic Tavern, which
Okay.
if you have not checked out that show, please listen to that podcast. Give it a
Ooh.
chance. It's amazing. It's about this dude named Arnie Niekamp, and he fell through a portal behind a Burger King in Chicago to the magical land of Foon, and he becomes friends with a wizard and a shapeshifter. And then they just sit at a bar and interview magical creatures, and it's all fucking yeah,
That's
it's great,
So sick.
it's incredible.
That's awesome.
But
a great-
they're
that
all
sounds pretty good.
it's really good, yeah. And Usador the wizard is like obviously making fun of like wizard culture, which is the best. He's got like
So
90
good.
names. He has to introduce himself with all the names every episode, and it's just such a fucking good show. But it's like
you do
that.
something like that with like
kinda like
sci-fi
that.
though, or something
That's
like that.
exactly
You know?
my idea right there. You just called me out. Like you must
Nailed.
you know where I'm
He's
coming from.
listening to you.
My idea is like I have a time/dimensional machine, and then we just go to other dimensions and just like bug a guy on the street and ask him questions.
So it's man
Dang
on the
it,
street, but
if only we
in
had gotten the
different- in
wheel.
different
Dimensional man on the
universes.
street, yeah.
Dimensional man on the street.
What was that, Gooch?
Sorry,
Gooch.
I was saying if only we had gotten the wheel spin for Dimensions, we'd all be drinking a lot.
Oh yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, that's true. Well,
Cosplay.
yeah, thank you, Miguel. Thank you. Yeah,
You could have people
Yeah.
just cosplay all these characters.
True.
Especially if it was a video podcast. then
Yes,
the cosplays
exactly.
Would be really good.
Yeah. Oh Jesus, fuck. Is that 4?
Ding.
Is that 4? Yeah.
Mhm.
Please hit the bell, please.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Feel free to ding if I don't hear it.
I should have a bell on my end too, just in case.
Even
Dude.
though apparently Jacob doesn't like it when you go ding.
No, you could do that, but I also have to like that should prompt an actual.
Yeah, an
bell
actual.
ding.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
No, I
Okay,
get it.
here's
I
the
get it.
alternative. There's
Call out.
yeah, if you have an I don't know about iPhones, okay, but if you have an Android phone, there is an app where you can download like a buzzer, and I have that buzzer, and it goes and it's really loud, so you just put it like right to your mic, and it can. That also works.
Okay.
Sound effects.
I'm sure you can
That's
find
good.
a soundboard that's free on the internet for your phone.
It's true.
Holly, we're doing the best with what we got. I see you in chat.
More
Yeah,
generic
more
words.
generic
next
words.
time.
You know what? You're the one.
You
you're the
chose
one
the
who
words.
Wrote the goddamn words. So it's okay. You don't have to be sorry. So so the other thing is that you like if you know me, if you follow me on Twitter or whatever, or you watch my streams on twitch.tv/OMJesus. OMGZUS, just in case you wanted to know. You would know that I'm a huge gamer. I'm a huge nerd. I like fucking video games. I like manga. I like anime. You know what I mean? I like cosplay.
Now you sound like you're trying to be a weeb.
Yeah. That's not the word, but I said the word. I said the word.
You did say the word.
I like music. You know what I mean? Like TV shows.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I was gonna say
comics,
technically
everything.
There's nerds
for like almost anything.
Anything,
Right.
right? Like, so I guess you kind of have to. When people say nerd culture, it's usually just like.
Right. It's whatever that genre of nerd it is.
Well,
I
I mean,
kind of think sports are like the nerdiest thing. Like,
Oh,
people who get
absolutely.
Oh my God,
super
yeah.
into sports are such
the
spreadsheet,
fucking
like,
jocks are the worst.
they know every stat about
Yes!
everyone. I'm like, you know how
True.
nerdy that is? That's
That is
literally like
so
RPG, like
fucking
me being like,
nerdy.
oh, like
It's true.
some like attribute in Elden Ring. They're like, oh yeah, but like
And then they give you a
I don't know.
wedgie, and they run off, and they call you a
Okay,
little bitch.
no, I'm getting a little residual angst from you there, buddy. Like, I need you to dial that back, okay?
No, it's true. Tell me I'm wrong.
Don't make me come over there and give you a wedgie, boy.
I'll shove you in a locker.
Fuck you guys.
So, no, I just wanted. So I just wanted to have. I wanted to do a show, like, cause okay, there's a ton of podcasts out there. Obviously, there's like
No
Odd
doubt.
Valley. I feel like Odd Valley is a good idea for a show because there's not a lot of shows like this out there, right? It's a pretty kind of original idea. Like, there's some shows where people drink and whatever, or like that one show where they get high.
Oh,
Get dug with high, for instance, right?
get dug with.
Right, but that's
That's good.
That
Get
is-
dug
that
with
is-
high.
I would lose a lot of my talking skills if I was getting stoned every podcast. But yeah, I feel you.
yeah, no, I mean,
I'm sure they're at a
good
level
times.
to where they're like, they just
Yeah.
function
Yeah.
normally and they're getting high, right?
well, during the course
Totally.
of that podcast, they do smoke like with Doug, and they all just get really fucked up. It's Doug Benson, if you
Yeah,
know
I
who that
feel
guy
you.
is, yeah. And it's a great show. And so like, yeah, I just this show came from like the idea that like, okay, I like to drink with my friend, my girlfriend, and I feel like we're kind of funny, so let's just record it. And it became Odd Valley. Like, we came up with the game and all that bullshit. And so like, I could just start another video game podcast. And how many fucking ones of those are there? I mean, I'm a Kind of Funny best friend. I like Kind of Funny.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit here and try to compete with Kind of Funny. You know what I mean? Then that's just me, and I'm not saying you can't do that. You know what I mean? Like, there's plenty. I'm friends with people like X Interact. That's what they're doing. They're doing a video game podcast. That's totally fine. You know, that if that's your aim. Like, I don't want to sit here and be like, okay, guys, I'm IGN now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I can't
yeah.
do that.
Totally, I totally get it.
I can't fucking do
I
that.
get it. Yeah.
But I also don't want to limit myself. You know what I mean? And so that's sort of like the whole idea is like, okay, look, what if we feel like this week we watched a bunch of anime? We want to talk about anime. Let's do it. You know? But then
Heck yeah.
like every episode we can be like, what'd you play? You play video games this week? You know, what was going on with your video games, bro?
You mean only one video game?
What? Which one?
I'm still playing.
Oh, you're playing Skyrim.
I'm still playing fucking Skyrim, dude.
Okay, and we'll get into
What?
that.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, and for me, like, I think
You know that new game.
like, being part of the Kind of Funny community and stuff is a great like outlet for that kind of thing. But there's not a lot of like at least in my own personal life, I don't get to like kind of nerd out on the level of some other Kind of Funny community members. I feel like, and like really like kind of like I don't know, just discuss it myself. And I find that
Exactly.
listening to other nerd culture stuff, like I'll get really enthused about something and I want to like express my own opinions about it, but I'm like, well, where do I do that other than like Twitter, which kind of just feels like shouting into a void sometimes, I don't know. It's like
Dude, I couldn't have said it
What are you guys
better
talking
myself.
about? That's
Like, honestly,
that's the world's what is it? Town square according to Elon Musk.
Oh God! Please don't do this to me, Miguel. Please
We
don't
won't
do this
talk
to
about
me
it.
right now.
We won't talk about it.
I hate you right now for bringing that shit up.
Fucking bullshit is what it is.
Fuck you, Elon Musk, you piece of shit.
Yeah, fucking dime store,
why
Hank
can't we just have
Scorpio.
cool billionaires,
Because billionaires shouldn't exist. Let's not get into that. We're not
I
getting.
know.
We don't get
Inherently,
poli-
it's
We
like
sh- it
it's-
shouldn't
it's
be a
like
politics
oxymoron to
podcast.
be a
I'm
cool
sorry.
billionaire.
Odd Valley is not for politics.
I will-
I put my foot in this. I've drawn the line. Odd Valley is just for drinking with the friends and not getting political.
No,
That's it.
I agree.
But fuck Elon Musk, you piece of shit, you stupid rich bastard.
I will say
Yeah.
though,
I'll just
like,
say that.
I'm nerdy, but I spend most of my time, as far as podcasts and shows, it's usually more political.
Political.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
But that's
you're
It's
just how it
interesting
is.
stuff to listen to, no doubt.
You're just
Yeah.
reveling in the sadness all
Yes.
day long. Yeah. No, I listen to I listen to podcasts or excuse me, I listen to NPR while I drive like the whole time. So like yeah,
Mhm.
I'm in there. I'm listening to the news and stuff. I mean, I
And it
listen
just makes
to
you angry.
Yeah, it can.
Absolutely.
They talk about COVID a lot on there.
Yes.
I'm
You know what
sure.
I mean? But
I
regardless,
anyway.
listen to their little like up first that gives you like a couple quick stories. In the
Oh,
morning.
okay.
That was good.
yeah,
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
hourly headlines are cool to listen to, and I just kind of keep you up to date. Like NPR's good.
I
I
digress.
also listen to some political stuff. I listen to like I think we talked about this before. Luke is also into Last Podcast on the Left and their content.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I do listen to Abe Lincoln's Abe Lincoln's Top Hat, which is
Top Hat,
Ben Kissel's political show.
Okay.
And, I like him. He's pretty moderate on things, but he's a really level-headed guy. So I think it's a good show to listen to. But I don't like sit there and like listen to Joe Rogan talk about like Republicans all day or something like that. You know what I mean? Some people do.
I used
I'm
to
not
really
into
like
it.
Joe Rogan back in the day. I mean,
Cosplay.
You know, still sometimes if there's a really good guest
if
or
anyone-
something, I'll get on there. But
I wonder if anyone's done a Joe Rogan
I get that.
cosplay.
Probably. I could Google it. Shave your head.
I'd have to shave the head. Yeah. I don't
Shave
know.
your head and get red. You know what I mean?
Get real red.
Get real red.
And you can
and
tan your balls.
Okay. Great.
Or your asshole.
We
or
could
your
do an
taint.
entire episode of Neon Pocket Dimension on taint bleaching. And
That's a
taint-
wonder
whole
how
thing.
much
yeah, that's
information-
wild.
I wonder how in depth we could go.
right? We talk about how you played Skyrim for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then the
for
rest is just
45
nothing but
minutes
taint.
just bleaching buttholes and
Uh-huh.
taint tanning.
Letting all the good energy come in through your anus. Letting the sun regenerate you.
Yeah, you're gonna get
It's a thing. Look it up. Asshole sunning.
You're gonna get cancer, my
I
friend.
have heard about that.
Yes.
I've heard, and it seems like maybe it's a nice nice practice. You never know.
Maybe it feels good until you get a really bad sunburn down there.
Oh God, that would be the worst. To be all
And then it
itchy
starts to like
painful.
peeling. Oh.
You're gonna end up with
God.
some sort of.
Oh, God.
You're gonna end up
We
with some
gotta-
sort of mole.
Tell me about Skyrim. Why
I
are you playing
apologize.
Skyrim right now?
Why am I playing Skyrim right now? Because this is my first time playing it.
What? That's
Yes,
crazy.
Okay, here I'm pulling up pictures of moles.
I've played I played Fallout 3 and Fallout Vegas, and I never finished them because I find the sandbox games can be a little overwhelming. I remember
Totally.
playing Oblivion, and I put like 75 hours into it, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm getting anything done. All I'm doing is lock picking. I was just picking every lock I could find. I'm
Look at
like,
these
why am I
moles.
doing
The
this?
Oblivion one where it's like,
Yeah, and you're hit the yes, exactly.
Look at those moles.
And then
Ugh.
thanks. For
So,
that. Thanks for that. Jacob.
I didn't. When Skyrim came out, everyone was like, "Oh, are you gonna play Skyrim?" I go, "No," because I don't want to not finish the game because I know I'm not gonna finish it.
Mhm. This is the argument you told me like last time.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
And then I was like, some time went on. Fallout 4
Mhm.
came out, and I
Mhm.
also didn't like the perk system in Fallout 3, where you had the what was it? The numbers. It was like a
Yeah.
sliding scale.
Oh yeah.
I didn't like
Well,
that.
that's Fallout 3.
Yeah, that
That's
was Fallout 3.
antiquated.
It was absolutely antiquated.
antiquated.
So then I ended up getting Fallout 4, and I really liked the perk system. I liked the game overall, and I actually ended up beating it. I put a lot of hours into it. I played it. I did pretty much everything.
You
that
beat
I,
Fallout 3.
Fallout 4.
Oh, Fallout 4. Yeah.
I beat.
Oh
I
yeah,
beat-
we talked about
we talked
this
about
the other
that.
day. Yeah.
We
That's
beat.
true.
I beat Fallout 4, and then after I played Fallout 4, I
Excuse
was
me,
like,
Jesus.
I can't want to play another game like this.
Yeah, those Bethesda RPGs,
bug.
man.
And I got the bug exactly.
bug, dude.
And then obviously it's on sale because it's fucking old. It's new to me, but it's
Okay.
old as shit.
You know, might be rude to ask, but what'd you get it for?
How much?
How much?
Like $15.
Great fucking
And
price.
it
right
has
there.
all the expansions. It's like
Dude,
Game of
that-
the Year edition.
So I bought it for 60.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I think I bought it for 50 or 60 bucks on Switch. And
Okay.
that came
Yeah,
with everything.
it never gets
Okay.
price drops ever on Switch.
Yeah,
Nah,
true.
It's
So
Nintendo,
ridiculous.
man.
But yeah, $15 on Steam.
WNDs.
I got the hankering to play. I've had it for months, and
Yeah.
I had just finished. What the hell did I just finish playing?
Was it Mass Effect?
No, I still have that. I've just
Legendary?
I put it in, and I haven't actually played it yet.
That's on Game Pass.
But I've played that how many
Yeah.
times, Jacob? I think I played
all of them?
two.
all
Yeah.
of them? Yeah.
I played all of them at least once.
I beat one. I got close to 2 beating. Like probably I was in the last third of it, and then just something happened to my save file, or it was on a different Xbox or something.
2 I've
Never
beaten,
played 3.
Mass Effect 2 I've beaten 5 or 6 times. That's how much I like that game.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's the one
It's-
everyone
it's the
points
best
to
one.
as the best one. Yeah, for sure.
Even though
I just finished 2 not too long ago for
Okay.
the first time. My first time playing the Mass Effect trilogy was the Anniversary Edition or whatever it's called.
Legendary, yep.
Oh, Mass Effect 2 is the GOAT. That's Pizza Man Sam in the chat.
It's
What's
fucking
up, dude?
amazing. That game is great.
I need to go back and play it. Like,
You
okay,
need to play it, and
Yeah,
everyone
okay, keep
shits
going.
on 3,
right, but you know,
but it's good.
I haven't finished 3,
I
but
still
I
like
like
it.
it so
Still pretty
far.
good.
It's all right.
I think
I'll
it's
play it
it's
eventually.
not the best. I don't care what you say about the ending. It's still a solid Mass Effect game. And then I'll even defend Mass Effect Andromeda because I thought that was solid.
I thought it was. I loved it. Honestly.
It's fucking solid, and I understand it had a lot of bugs when it first came out. But if you don't go back and play it, that's on you. It's a fucking solid game.
Okay, see now
Oh,
It
this
just got shit on.
this conversation, this is what I'm talking about.
It
This
got-
is why
yeah.
this
Yeah.
is why I want. This is why we're starting our
that
other
game
podcast,
just got shit on.
so we can have conversations.
Well, let's not
like
talk
this.
about Star Wars because I know how you feel about the
What?
episode 8.
No, you know, I'm to revisit that now. At this point, I feel like 8 is the best one of the newest trilogy.
Oh, you changed
To
your
revisit-
mind.
Sequel,
to revisit it.
trilogy.
But
I gotta
that-
do a rewatch because
But
I
that-
haven't rewatched them since I saw the third one in or episode 9 in theaters or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
the only. You should only watch it that once, in my opinion.
no, I'm gonna have to rewatch
It's
all of
fucking
them.
terrible.
Um,
But anyway,
God damn it. Oh yeah, and we were
No,
talking.
yeah,
it's because we were
the
talking
beginning-
about
I'm sorry.
Skyrim.
I'm sorry. Sorry about
I'll
Skyrim.
make Skyrim go away.
no,
Thank you.
no, I
Yeah,
didn't even
goodbye.
finish.
Skyrim.
So I've
keep
been
going with
playing.
it.
I got what's the word
No, now I'm gonna just
I
put
got
like
sidetracked.
video game console
But,
background of some sort.
As far as Skyrim goes, I think it's great.
This is a cool
Obviously,
background.
the engine's a little bit it's dated. And then I was
Oh, yeah,
complaining to
big time.
Jacob. I was like, "What the fuck? I can't like break all these things down into components." and then I'm
yeah,
like,
because you played Fallout 4.
"Yeah,"
word.
but that obviously that was like the evolution. So
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah,
back.
yeah. So,
And then I was
dude,
complaining about the horse, and I'm
Fallout
like,
4,
the
man.
fucking horse in Skyrim, I think, is personally useless. Don't get me wrong; he gets you there.
Oh yeah,
No, totally.
But
Oh,
he's
yeah.
fucking useless. I'd rather.
motherfucker dies all the time.
Oh, see,
Yeah.
I don't want my
90%
horse.
of the time, that horse is dying, man.
Do you keep buying new horses?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't. I've chosen. I don't want my horse to die, so I don't even ride it.
yeah, no, me
So-
neither.
So you're just
I bought
fattening up a horse.
I bought the horse.
in the stable forever, just
No,
there
no,
to,
it-
just
it-
to be there, just to.
When I fast travel somewhere, he shows up.
Oh,
so
that's
he's
a good
getting
point.
out.
Yeah, good
He
point.
does.
But then he could die after that.
Yeah, and he died once, and I reloaded.
Are you fucking? You fucking saved?
I
Scummed
saved
it?
the fucking horse,
You
man.
saved scummed a horse
Yeah.
death. Wow, that's dark.
I don't want my horse to die, man. He's my
Just
pet.
get
My
the horse.
my horse multiple times got killed by dragons, and I was because I'd be like fighting a dragon and it would try and help me, and I'd be like, no, you don't need
You're
to
like-
try and help me, and then it would get killed, and I'm like, well,
And then I've got one follower. The first one that I was technically given.
Lydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's
Always
been
Lydia.
yes.
running around with me, and I use her as like my bag,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, Lydia's
That's
a
all you
bag.
do. Here,
She's
carry
a-
this shit for me.
She's an e-thought bag.
Yeah.
That's a bell.
And then
That's a bell.
so I just give her a bunch of
You
shit.
guys better have drinks,
And
even
then-
if you're just barely joining us.
and-
You know, when you hear the bell, come on.
And then she ended up what the hell was it? She died, and I was like, no, I can't have that happen.
Okay, Singer Bro brings up a good point. What about the Breath of the Wild horses? Yes, those ones
Were
hit
those
harder.
bad?
No, those horses can die.
Okay.
And those horses, like, I felt way more of a connection to them, because like when they die, it'd be
the
really
catching
sad.
part of it and everything.
But then it's fine
Oh.
because later on that you can find the horse god, and then you just pay something. I don't remember what the offering was, and you can get the horse back.
How did you become attached to the horse?
You have to essentially like stealth stalk it, and then
No,
like,
I mean like
get
is
on
that
it.
why it hurts more?
No,
when
no,
it
it's
dies?
okay. Look, you find the horse in the wild,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you have to
I remember
like
that.
tame it,
Mhm.
right? And then you're on the horse, and isn't it like upgrading over time or something? Like,
Well,
you
it
kinda-
slowly as you like build a bond with it, I think it can run.
It gets more
can gallop
carrots.
longer or something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, okay.
because the carrot symbol
yeah,
is like
that's
the
the stamina.
stamina, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And so then over time, like, and I name everything. Like, every time
Did
I
you give
play
it a name?
Pokemon, yeah,
Oh,
every
yeah.
time I play
Give it a
Pokemon,
name.
every fucking Pokemon I've ever caught in my whole life, mark my goddamn words, I've named it. Every single one.
I also follow that rule.
Yeah, must name it, even if it's one that I've just caught just to sell it or something,
What
or
kind
to
of
trade
names?
it.
What kind of
I'll
names are
name
you
it
giving
something
it?
stupid. Oh,
So
it's
I
always
I pick a new nomenclature for every Pokemon run I do. So like one of them I did them like Digimon, where I'd be like Pikamon, like Charmon, like whatever, all that stuff. And then other times it's just like after my
names.
friends or like like stupid names, whatever.
Interesting.
well.
Okay.
I typically go for like the feeling at the time. So like if I pick like a grass type, I might name him like Grass Boy or like
So you're giving it like the 6-year-old name, like that's Sharky.
no, yeah,
he's a
something like that.
shark.
Yeah, it could either be like a fucking Chola name, like you just said, or it
Yeah.
could be like like a psychic, like an I got an abracadabra. I'm like, oh, this is Mind Man or something. You know what I mean?
or I'll
Something
name
fun.
him like Houdini or something like that.
Right,
And
yeah.
Then, like
Yeah, I get
and then
creative.
like Wheezing, I'll name him like Smoker or like Snoop Dogg or something like that. But
Clouds, dog.
clouds.
You know
clouds,
that
dog.
vape culture. Remember that shit from like a while back? And now you just see the commercials of like teens don't vape. If you vape, you're gonna be a fucking idiot.
You used
You're
to
gonna be
vape,
such a
didn't you?
fucking idiot, dude. I got into vaping so hard for a
Yeah, I
minute
thought
there.
you did. What happened?
I don't know. I started getting headaches.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I started
can see
coughing
that
a
happening.
lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like I broke the tank. The tank
I
like
do remember.
shattered.
Yeah, you said
I
it, like,
replaced it one time and then
yeah.
broke again, and then I was just like, whatever.
Like, all right, that's
Oh,
enough.
okay.
And then I just started
Um,
smoking like a lot of weed instead. Just
Yeah.
a shit ton of fucking weed instead.
I think that's.
Well, it's
I think,
fucking
I think,
easy.
I think that's probably the better option.
It's
Yeah,
easy
oh,
to do
yeah,
at this
I'd
point.
much rather. I mean, do I miss vaping? Yeah, vaping's fun. It's a fun time. The flavors were good. I had like
Yeah.
vape spots where I'd be like, oh, that was the place.
I always think
Orange creamsicle. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
fucking weird, man.
Root
Like,
beer? Yep,
you-
that's a good one.
So
It's
were-
all,
yeah,
all
were
soda
you-
flavors.
Were you tasting
my
it?
girl's kind of
Oh,
into it a
yeah.
little bit.
You
I mean,
taste
she
it.
doesn't vape a lot, but like, cause she doesn't like smoke tobacco otherwise. But like,
Yeah.
every once in a while, a little vapage mostly when she's drinking, she'll do it. But
When I had a really brief stint with cigarettes, like 6 months, but it was like we were like going to bars on a bender and then smoking cigarettes here and there.
I was gonna say, when was this?
This was a long,
a long time ago?
Yeah.
Because-
It was
okay.
only menthols though.
Oh,
I've always
I blame that on
I've always
raving.
been kind of lucky that like I can casually smoke cigarettes like when I'm out and about,
Mhm.
and I've never felt like any inkling to like keep like
Yeah,
buy
no,
my own pack or something like that.
I was never addicted to cigarettes, but like I got addicted to vaping because I did that a lot when I was
It's
really
so
into
much
it.
like there's so much less to it. You can just do it at any time and like most places, whatever. Like that's kinda
dude,
the
I had
dangerous
it-
part.
So Joy bought me a box. Mochi Squeeze bought me like a sick ass box that would had the colors on it and everything, and like it would give me the mad clouds and stuff.
Clouds, bro.
mad
Sweet.
fucking clouds,
bro.
man.
Look at this
Clouds.
producer, man. That's what my dad smokes, Marlboro Reds. He doesn't
Marlboro
smoke
Reds?
anymore, but his whole life, that's yeah.
I mean, that's what a real man smokes,
yeah,
right?
see, Singer Bro knows what he heard me say raves and menthols. He
Menthols.
understands what that means. If you know what that means, you know. I'm
Raves
not
and
gonna tell you.
menthols?
Come on.
Yeah,
Raves
if
and
you
menthols.
know,
Polly
you
Pocket?
know. If you don't know, then
Ra-
it's all fine.
Raves and menthols.
Or you do
Menthol
the or you do
cigarettes.
the,
Menthol cigarettes
Mint
at raves.
gum,
or
candy,
you do the
pop
the,
rocks.
the parliaments because they
No.
got that little reservoir in the end.
Ooh,
You know
yeah,
what, you know what
parliaments
that's
are
about?
fine. Yeah, see, but
Yeah. Polly Pocket
yeah.
was high on the music.
oh yeah, I was. Let's not talk about this. If you know, you know. You know what? I'm gonna say that we haven't drank in a while, so I'm just gonna say
cosplay.
thought.
It's 2 drinks.
Yeah, all right.
Good call. Well, so it's really interesting with like that you're going back to Skyrim now. I mean, I'll
Oh, here.
just like
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
I'll
put
just
this out there so it's on the record.
sure,
I think Bethesda Game Studios is probably my favorite
dude.
my favorite game studio. Like
Singer Bro, please
for the most
stop.
part, like
Orange juice.
I know exactly
Those-
why you said orange juice. Sorry, continue there, Luke. Please. I know what you're talking about, Singer Bro. I'm a raver, bro. I know all about the orange juice. All right, vitamin C, baby.
Hey,
Polly
man.
Pocket, orange juice.
Orange juice.
High on the music.
Same
the
with
mu- high on the
mushrooms.
music.
I'm
High
sorry.
on the
Continue,
music. I'm
Luke.
sorry.
I'm sorry to cut in. I'm sorry.
No, it's all
Go
good.
ahead,
I
go ahead.
DJ'd for a long time, so I
Yeah,
was an EDM kid for a minute there.
Same here.
No, yeah, I don't know. Bethesda Game Studios is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, like game designer
So
for
good.
sure. Because
So
it's I don't know, something about like getting immersed in those worlds, and especially in the Elder Scrolls world. I just really like all the lore and stuff. It's super. As you can either go as deep or as shallow with it as you want.
Oh,
which is
absolutely.
what I kind of dig about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
for sure.
you know, like there's like super crazy deep story stuff that like continues all the way through all the games. But I like that they're not like they're not sequels in the sense where you're like you have to know anything about the previous ones at all to like enjoy them. But
Oh, for sure.
Um,
Yeah.
but I probably boot up a Skyrim profile like once every couple of years for sure. And
with
I
you.
think for me Morrowind is my favorite, but
Oh yeah.
it's hard to play in 2022. for
Original
sure.
Xbox.
I was gonna say I don't know if I could go back to Morrowind.
I mean, the
having
combat
never
is
played it.
really frustrating because it's literally like it's almost like D&D where it's like based entirely on your stats. You'll either like hit or miss someone.
Oh, okay.
Even though
and
you're swinging.
Okay.
Like on target.
Yeah,
You know.
I
Yeah.
could see that being
it doesn't
frustrating.
feel good to like stab some guy in the throat and it's like miss and you're like, oh cool.
That's some
Like,
bullshit. I'll
Sniffing
pull up some.
Beanie Babies, huh?
I'll pull up some more.
What's he talking about?
What?
All about sniffing Beanie Babies.
What up, man?
I
Gil?
see.
I see you in chat, bro. So yeah, Skyrim is a great game. I've never beaten it, but I played a lot of hours.
I'll
of
let
it.
you know
Really?
how it
That's funny.
ends.
Never
Well,
beat it.
I,
But
I,
this
I
is the
didn't
thing
play
about.
the main story for a long time, but yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Same here.
Like
I
I've
got
done like
really far, but
I've done like
then I just get sidetracked.
8 main quests, and I've just kind of like wandered off and done a bunch of other shit.
That's the cool thing about those games. I mean,
Yeah,
every time you start
absolutely.
it up, you can go in a completely different direction and
Yeah.
just be like,
Yeah.
what am I going to do now?
That's-
And like,
that's what I've
there's a
done every
surprising
time.
amount of builds you can make in Skyrim and play that game very differently. Like, I just recently tried, not that recently, probably like a year ago. I
Uh-huh.
tried like an entirely like the weird magics, like alteration and conjuration, like where my whole thing was just like summoning badass enemies to fight for me and stuff like that.
Oh,
And like
okay.
I had never done that before. It was really difficult in the beginning of the game, but like you
Mhm.
get to a place where you're like super OP at some point. But
Right.
anyways, it's cool.
Yeah, dude. Like this time around, I was playing it on the Switch, and I had
Pretty magical.
So it's great. Like, but I'd never played the game with all of the additional content involved.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So, and I'd started up multiple games before that. So this last playthrough was great. But I was like, anytime I play an RPG, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have a lot of armor. I'm gonna either have a big ass weapon or like a sword and a shield, and I'm just like a hulking phalanx. You know what I mean? Just
Okay.
walking
Totally.
through, wrecking fools. And then I'm like, then on my next playthrough, I'll be like a mage
Mhm,
or
mhm.
something, or next another time I'll be like a thief. And this time I was like, fuck all that. I'm going straight magic this time. But then I
That's
had
cool.
seen someone do like, I don't know exactly where. I think it was on Reddit, but I saw someone who had done like a build where they were essentially like sneaking up on enemies and then using like a fire spell to do a sneak attack with magic. And I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
sneak mage
It
sounds
was like
fun.
a sneak mage. Interesting.
So then I
Okay.
was like,
that's
fuck
rad.
it, I'll go with that. Because like in Fallout, because this is obviously after Skyrim, playing Fallout 4, I usually do like the sneak sniper, So like I'll
Yeah,
get into sneak
totally.
mode, buff up my like rifle attacks. So every time like they're unaware of me, I do one sniper attack and it's like 7 times damage
Mhm.
on a headshot. So
totally.
instant kill, So I was like, all right, I'm kind of into this combat, but I also want to be a mage. And so then I ended up doing like essentially sneaking and conjuration.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
then
cool.
I put
so you could like summon something to like go distract people and then you can just, like,
Exactly.
take people out. That's
so
rad.
I even put points in the I think illusion tree to make my
Mhm.
spells like completely silent. So then like
Yep.
I'm like basically invisible. I can use the invisibility spell, and then I can summon stuff, and no one will hear it. So it's like I'm not there. It's like I'm just summoning
That's
mobs
badass.
to just come in and kill the enemies, and I'm hiding in the corner. And that was
Yeah,
my
that's what I
build.
mean. The
Pretty
system's
interesting.
pretty
really,
fun,
really deep
weird
and
build.
cool the way you can do that.
And
Yeah.
then I got into the whole vampire shit. I became a vampire, and that became a whole other quest line. And then I was just like, well, now I just need to suck the blood of the guards when they're sleeping.
Well,
and
I
that just became a whole
I
mini
thought
game.
I was gonna like.
This is why I
werewolf.
don't beat. This is why I never beaten Skyrim, because I just spent all this time fucking tooling around in the sandbox.
I
and
thought
it's just so good.
I thought I was gonna like werewolf, but when I found out that you can't really loot as a werewolf,
Yeah, then that's
I
a
was
problem.
like, that's a downside, man. I should be able to
Definitely a
loot
downside.
shit while I'm a fucking werewolf. He can still pick stuff
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I see. Well, but then couldn't you just like transform
you-
somewhere else and
You
come
would
back?
have to wait, I think.
Yeah,
like
that's the
one
problem. You'd have to
in-game
wait,
hour.
and then sometimes you like black out afterwards, and then pick up somewhere.
Yeah,
thing.
so I mean,
Oh,
there is a
yeah,
build that
that's
you can
whack.
do that is pure werewolf.
Uh-huh.
You just run
Yeah.
around as werewolf, but I'm not digging it
Yeah.
personally. So
Well, maybe you should
You
cosplay as a
curate,
werewolf.
You can get that one ring. Oh, nice, thank you.
yeah, the one ring that
Um,
keeps letting you.
Mhm.
I think I have it. I ended up getting it, but I
Well,
haven't
it's that one
decided.
hunter guy.
It's the ring
one-
of Hearseen.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
nerd. I got it.
Yep, absolutely.
Which
That's
I
it.
wasn't a werewolf in that playthrough, so I got the armor, and then like it
Okay.
was worthless because I'm like all about light armor because I'm sneaking
Yep.
around. So instead,
you
I put it in a display case in my house,
Okay.
and that's a whole.
That's the other cool thing.
That's a
Yeah.
whole. Yeah, that's a whole. Skyrim is it's just so deep. There's just so much to
Yep.
do in that game, and it's like, why defeat the evil dragon or whatever is happening?
You
Honestly,
you gotta
the
finish
main
it at some
quest
point.
is like kind of lackluster in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not the reason it's an amazing game. I mean, it's cool, but like, I don't know.
Right.
I much prefer most of the guild quests. I think the what's it called? The Dark Brotherhood quests in that game are probably like my favorite.
Right.
That whole thing is pretty rad.
I
Oh,
would
I
agree
love
that,
that.
most of the time the main quests aren't that great,
Right.
Yeah.
but I feel like I haven't finished the game if I don't finish that.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
do it.
I
mean,
understand
that.
Also, it doesn't take that
So,
long to just to
Yeah,
mainline
if you
the
want to
main
like
quest.
fly through it, yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah,
So
you could probably
Right.
knock it out in like a couple of hours if you just did main quest to main
Mhm.
quest, and it's not like you're gonna. It's Skyrim's not one of those games where you're gonna. It's like Elden Ring where you're gonna feel like way
God.
underpowered if you go fight Alduin at whatever at level like 20 or something.
Yeah, but let me tell you, I did feel good when I beat that game, though.
Well, did you finally beat
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time. I'm ready for the next playthrough.
God, I can't wait. I'm
Eventually.
gonna play it after we do this. I'm going to play.
Oh, cool. So what do you? Okay. So if you're just joining us, this is sort of like a mashup of Odd Valley and our other podcasts that we're making, Neon Pocket Dimension, where we talk about nerdy shit, including video games. Motherfucking, we got Luke here. He's he likes video games as well. He mentioned Morrowind, so I pulled up this Morrowind footage. Thank you,
So,
Sir Joseph.
Can
the
I give you the
Paladin
Can
on
I give you the
YouTube.
pitch on why Morrowind's my favorite?
Sure.
So Morrowind is just like I've never experienced like a fantasy world like it before. Like it's almost like kind of sci-fi, almost like verging on sci-fi as opposed to fantasy. Like
Yeah.
the whole place is like the place you're on is centered around this big volcano, and the volcano like essentially like spawns like weird ash zombies and stuff. And then there's this like this demon, the kind of the head Deidre Daggett who's like kind of like breaking the boundary between this like kind of oblivion-ish dimension that is like spawned by the volcano. But there's
Yeah.
also like there's just all these crazy things. Like there's like
person
Vivek
doing?
is like he's like a god, and you interact with him a couple times. And there's just like mages in giant mushroom towers, and they like use these mushrooms for their power and all this stuff. There's just like all this. There's these giant like bug creatures that you ride around on, and there's like whole villages and like forts that are made out of like giant crab shells and stuff like that. It's just like it's a really heady place, and I just think it's
Nice.
pretty rad. And then it's also like super not handholdy. Like every time you
Right.
get a quest, it just like makes a journal entry in your journal, and you have to like read the journal entry and like decipher what you're actually supposed to do.
So you know
Like just based,
that's more like From Software style gameplay right there. You know what I mean? Which is what I like about From
Exactly.
Software.
There's no map markers whatsoever.
Which is
It'll literally just be like go east, and then when you see this river, like go up the river like a couple of like however long distance, and you'll see like a cavern. In there will be something, and like go do that. It's cool. It's a little hard to play, like I said, these days. It's a little
Yeah.
old-fashioned,
Yeah,
and it looks
I was gonna
pretty-
say
pretty
that
butt,
looks
but
pretty rough. I
So-
don't know if I could go back to that.
no doubt.
I could. Here's the thing, man. Like, okay, and this
Oh,
is
come on. Look at the way he's running, dude. No.
Okay, look, that's the thing. Oh, okay,
No.
you're in the camp of old games, and here's my argue against it. I can go back to Jedi. I could go back to Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight and play that,
Epic.
play through that
Love that
game
game.
again at any time. I could sit there and
Okay.
play through that game. It's old as fuck, but damn, it's just I love it.
No.
And it's like you have to embrace the old bullshit systems because this is what we grew up with.
Question though.
But
Did you play it before?
what? Jedi Knight?
You played
Yeah,
it. You
yeah,
played
of
it
course.
as a kid.
Of
See,
course,
there's
no,
a
I
nos-
know that there's a nostalgia
There's
thing.
a nostalgia, and that's why you're able to
Yeah.
do that.
No, I
Totally.
understand
If
that.
you've
There's an
never played
argument.
it,
There's an argument
it's
for
much
quality
harder.
of life and
It's
stuff like that.
much harder.
I understand that, but like, here's the thing: if you actually just sit down and play the game and commit, and get into it and get used to the systems and limitations,
you can't tell me to commit
it's fine,
when you haven't beaten Skyrim
dude. What the
or
fuck,
Fallout 4.
dude? What the fuck?
You can't tell me to sit down and
Okay,
fucking
you're right.
commit.
No, I do have commitment
Or
problems. No,
Ghost
hold on,
of
hold on, wait.
Tsushima.
Time out. Time
You
out.
can't tell me to
He's,
fucking
uh,
commit.
dude.
He's just cosplaying as a gamer.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Fuck. Damn.
Fucking
fuck you guys.
cosplayer.
Fuck you guys.
Um,
I thought this
So,
pocket
hey-
dimension was full of cool people, but now I'm just being shit on.
You're just
real
being
quick,
called out on your
I did want to
bullshit.
bring this up for a potential light at the end of the tunnel here for being able to maybe go back and play this game in a different way.
Sure.
There was a rumor. This is August 7th,
Here it
2021.
comes. Here it comes.
That says Bethesda could be opening a new studio dedicated to remakes and remasters.
Okay.
Okay.
Which I kind of like the idea of. I would love to see a Morrowind remake, like or an Oblivion remake even would be
Oh,
fine
yeah.
too.
So you would be okay with an entire remake where it's like completely different.
I mean, if another studio that's not Bethesda Game Studios is doing it, then yeah, like
Okay.
you know, like a Blue Point style, like go for it.
Dude, Blue Point, man.
Because my issue with at least Final Fantasy VII remake,
Oh, I loved that game.
I liked it, but I almost feel like the way they're doing it,
Uh
they're not going to finish the game.
huh. Yeah, it'll
yeah,
never
I
end.
honestly
It's
don't
never
know if
going
it's ever
to. They're not going to finish it.
It's too good.
There's too much.
It's too good. Yeah.
The way
And
they're
the game
doing
is
it,
too
yeah.
much. Yeah. Yeah.
The fact
Yeah.
that game was massive.
Yeah, and they're
and
paring it down to like.
It was like the
I mean,
first
how
5
many
hours.
games?
It was like
How many games is it gonna take?
That's what I'm saying, and that's my problem.
We're
with
gonna be
it.
playing Final Fantasy VII until we're 80 years old.
I don't think they're ever gonna finish it. So
Well, I mean,
Or
the
they'll
one thing I
half-ass
would-
it at some point, where it's like, okay, but you get
Yeah.
Wu Tai, but it's only an hour
here's
of
Wu Tai.
content.
It's 15 minutes.
You don't even have the Wu Tai Tower at all.
and
It's
then
just,
it goes to the very end of
you're
the
just
game.
there, you know, to meet like Yuffie's mom for a second, and you know
I
what
like that game overall, but I just worry that they're not going to finish the whole story.
The one thing I could see, I mean,
Yeah.
this kind of doesn't make
Yeah,
sense
get
because
that.
everyone knows that people
Cosplay.
love Final Fantasy VII. It's like one of the most like beloved games in all of history. But I could maybe see them just doing this section of the game like a little bit shorter of a section of the game to kind of test the waters and see if enough if it's like worth doing, and then going and making like a much bigger chunk of the game. But I don't know if Square has the wherewithal for that. I don't know what they're doing over there. to be honest.
I would hope that's true. My worry is though that the fact that they took so long to even put this out,
Mhm.
that they're just going to take forever for the rest of it.
And
And
It's
we're just gonna,
legitimate. It's legitimate to feel that way.
and we're
but
just
I'm
going to
not
end
sure.
up with
I'm
like
not sure.
a Half-Life situation
Oh, please,
where they never finish Half-Life.
please don't talk about Half-Life 3 right now. Okay,
That's never coming.
please don't.
I've given up on
You
that.
know what? You said okay. We're talking about Half-Life and stuff. Let's talk a little bit about Stanley Parable. Now that game just got like a, I want to say remaster, almost like a redo, like where they
Yeah,
essentially
yeah.
remastered the game and then added on additional
Oh,
content
okay.
as well. And what a fucking great game! And that game was originally, I think, on the Source engine, so you know it's on topic for Half-Life. Have either
There
of
you
you
go.
guys played the Stanley Parable?
I have not.
I haven't
Really?
either. I've
Oh my
I've
god, you
heard a
got-
lot about it.
Oh man,
It's on Steam.
what a
is
game!
it on console?
Yes and yes. It's on
So it's
Steam.
on
It's
Steam as
on
well?
console. It is a great fucking game. I love Stanley Parable so much. Please buy it. It's really cheap.
I was
it's
gonna
totally
say,
worth it. It's
let-
like
let me
15
see,
bucks.
Let me see how much it is on
It's
Steam.
like 15 bucks. Last I checked, it was on sale because it had just come out or whatever.
I was gonna say one thing most people probably don't know: that obviously you've never met me.
Uh-huh.
I'm fucking cheap.
Oh yeah.
Especially when it comes
Yeah.
to games. I don't like to buy games when
I
they're
won't
new.
recommend a $60 game to you unless it's like
Oh,
really like
the-
Elden Ring.
The only time I've
You
bought
should
ever
Elden
buy
Ring,
it. You
exactly.
should buy it, Miguel. You should play it
when
if you
final,
can.
when Mass Effect would come out, I'd buy that brand new because I really want to play it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So it just depends on the game.
Which
Most of the
and
time
then
I can wait.
Unfortunately, Nintendo games, you just gotta suck it
Yeah,
up and
exactly,
Yeah,
because they're
every
never on
fucking
sale.
Nintendo game.
This is why I don't own a Switch.
So I okay.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna-
yeah, it's
wanna-
real.
I
Well,
wanna-
yeah. So, what is it? Is it like kind of a walking sim-ish thing, or what's the vibe?
to
with
some
Stanley Parable?
degree, but it's more of like
I don't say that derogatorily.
this is
I just
no
mean,
no
you know.
no. I understand what you mean. No. Okay. So to some degree, yes, you're right. It is sort of like a walking sim, but it's more closer to like choose your own adventure type of book, right? So it's like, but it's also aware of itself at the same time. So it's like you go through this game and you have a narrator talking to you. I'm not gonna like really spoil it because
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't
don't.
I couldn't really
don't,
spoil
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
But I'm gonna just kind of give you the
play it.
vibe.
I'm definitely down to play it.
Please play it. I'll give you the vibe. I'll give you the vibe.
There's an Ultra Deluxe edition. Apparently.
That's the one I'm talking about.
That's the one.
That's
Okay.
the only one you want to get because
Yeah, it
it's
just
like
came out.
essentially it's the one that is redone. They put on the next gen consoles and then they've re-released as a new game on Steam, I believe.
It's $24.
Yeah, I think I
Yeah,
heard
totally
Blessing
worth it,
talking
though.
about it.
Incredible game.
I'm down
but
to check it out.
so the game yeah, so I'm just gonna say this quickly because my internet's kind of just bouncing around. I think that the actual video is like later than the chat, like by a minute maybe.
I agree, Pizza Man Sam.
You know what I mean?
Where's Portal 3?
Yeah, see,
'Cause that's some
you guys
bullshit.
remember when we were talking about Half-Life 3?
Yeah.
That's
Well, that
how
wasn't
long
that
ago.
long ago, though.
I'm just saying it's about a minute and a half
So
or
we're
something
a little,
behind.
There's
so
a bit of a lag right
when
now.
you guys get to this point and you hear me say, "Oh, you guys are kind of behind," like that's how far ahead we are, and we're reading the chat that late. So I'm sorry.
We're from the future.
We're
telling
from the
you
fucking future, but we love you.
What's good about it?
and yeah. But anyway, Stanley Parable.
Yeah, go on.
Stanley Parable is a game where you are an office worker and there's a narrator. And the narrator is saying, "This is Stanley and he's in this office," right? And then so like now at this point you walk through the game and the narrator's narrating what you're doing. But he's also kind of saying things before you do them as well. So it's up to you to either do what the narrator says or to not do what the narrator says. And that's where I'll leave it because from that point on, the game branches off into like a million different pathways. And you could get all sorts of endings. There's a million endings.
That's pretty interesting.
It's fucking amazing.
That's what.
And I love this game so much. It's so great.
Sounds excellent.
It's
Cool.
like, okay, like let me give you an example. Also not a spoiler because like in your first playthrough of the game, especially with the Ultra Deluxe version, it'll say, "Have you played Stanley Parable before? Yes or no?" So if you say no, it'll just give you the whole experience. If you say yes, I think it kind of gives you like the new content, which apparently there's like a lot of. So I'm thinking of actually buying the new version of it.
Oh, okay.
Because like I didn't technically have the old version, but I did play it. But anyway, you get into a room and then the narrator's like, "Stanley, walk through the right door," and opens two
Whoa.
doors. There's one on
Fuck
the
you,
left.
I'm not
There's
going
one
to
on
the
the
right.
right.
I'm
So you can
gonna
either
go to the
walk
left.
through the right door or walk through the left door. You go through the right door and then like he just keeps going on with the story. You go through the left one, he's
That's
like,
rad. It's
"Oh."
kind of Truman Show-ish or something.
exactly. But the
Interesting.
narrator, who I love, he'll make the commentary. You go through the left door, he's like, "Oh, Stanley decided to go through the left door instead because Stanley can't follow directions." You know what I mean? And that's the vibe of the game.
So there's
Okay,
some comedy
okay.
in there.
It's
That's cool.
it's like the
You know what?
most
I
meta
just
thing
looked
you've
at this
ever
game
played.
and I realized that I thought that this was Thomas was alone the whole time. I mixed those two games up in my head, so that's cool.
Nice. So I can't recommend this game enough. It's one of my
how
favorite
longish
games
is
of all
it? Do you
time.
know?
Well, if you're talking about like, do you want to see every playthrough, like every ending? Could be like several hours. Could be like 12 to 20 or something like that.
Word, but
Just
but
one
if you
through
just-
one play.
yeah.
If you just go through a playthrough, it's really not that long.
So it's like 4 or
So
5
like
hours.
an
if
hour or
that.
less.
Maybe I'll play.
Oh,
maybe I'll play
fuck,
this
really?
weekend, is what I'm
Just to get through one playthrough. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But it just depends on the type of person you are and how you
Yeah.
play a game.
So
You know, if you're gonna like poke around, there's a lot of secrets in there too. That's another thing about it. There's a lot
I'm
of
sure.
achievements tied to those secrets too. So, but with the Ultra Deluxe version, there's so much more content. Like I could see this game taking up a lot more time. But like when I first played it, I remember like I just wanted more, man. I wanted more, and I saw every ending, and then I looked online for all of the other guides to get to the other endings too, and all the secrets and
so
stuff.
you were like cheating.
Yeah.
No-
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's nothing wrong
Because I
with
just
that.
wanted to see it. Like
Yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
reading like what those endings were. I just wanted to know how you
Sure,
could get
you
to
wanted
that.
to
Yeah,
know
yeah,
how
no,
you
I
get there, yeah.
absolutely
I did
like-
that
You know,
with
just experience it.
I
so.
cheat all the time.
Oh yeah.
after
for
I
sure.
after I did one full playthrough of like 12 minutes, I did that.
So,
all that
oh,
other stuff.
dude, yeah, fucking, don't get me started on how much I hate that game.
Which one?
It wasn't. Yeah.
12 minutes. 12 minutes is clever, but also I hate that game. You know what I mean? It's like I have a love-hate relationship with that game.
I've not heard.
I
about
like
that
it.
one.
I like adventure
was-
games.
Okay.
It was just a lot of like getting killed by Willem Dafoe over and over again. You're like,
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong
He's
at all.
not wrong.
He's not wrong at all. And then there's just like I don't know. The story itself is like, come on,
Yeah,
man.
it's pretty.
What
It's
is
kind of
this?
gross. You're like, this is
This
weird.
is
I don't know.
weird, yeah. I mean, it's like you're doing it for the shock factor. You're trying to make like a really like shocking secret happen, but
Yeah,
like it's
yeah.
not. It's just not good. 12
Okay,
minutes,
didn't
I
quite-
cannot recommend to anyone,
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
I mean,
even
you
though
know,
it's
whatever.
clever at times.
I haven't heard it. I haven't.
That's just my opinion.
First time I've heard of it, so it's all good.
Yeah, but it's got an amazing cast. That's the thing that's sad
Does
about
it?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really has a lot of potential. Okay, so let's talk about some movie and TV shit real quick.
Oh yeah, switch it up.
How about that?
All right. What do you want to talk about?
So we're at about an hour and 6 minutes. So you know.
Excuse me.
We got like maybe 20 more minutes to burn. Grab me another beer. I'm gonna say E-Thought. That's 4 sips.
Jeez,
We
what
haven't
do you
really had a sip in a long time.
I've been
It's been a
drinking.
long ass time.
I've been drinking.
think? Scoop.
You've been drinking as we're going, but like everyone else has to be in
You
here.
know,
What's
you-
up, Kate Dammit Run? Yeah, he just
Also,
searches and
I'm
searches for Italy.
I'm pretty bad at, or I guess maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old or something. What's E-Thought? Can you guys explain it to me?
Okay,
and
you
then we'll
said
drink
it.
again.
So okay, so
What's that? 5? I owe 5 drinks.
that's 5. Me
5.
too.
Okay.
So this doesn't count because I didn't say the letter
No,
before
you
it. So
didn't say it.
thought
That hoe over there.
stands for that hoe over there, like he just said. THOT, right? And so e-girl, I'm sorry, that's the word too. To hit the bell.
Cool.
That's like,
6.
you know, the girls online, then play the games
No,
and
yeah,
are sexy,
I knew
whatever.
E-Girl. I just didn't know
So-
So
E-Thought. I guess
E-Thought
it's
would
just a
be-
different-
the
oh
same
no, no, you guys. That's
I'm
another.
so
That's
sorry.
3.
I
That's
just
3. That's
realized.
one more.
Like
One
it.
more. One more.
So what is that?
Alright,
8 or
that's
9?
8. That's 8.
8?
That's 8.
Okay.
Yeah, because we were at 5, and then you guys, fucking hell, dude. All right. Well, I hope you have 8 sips with me because I'm about to.
It was excellent.
Depending on how drunk you are, you can cheat on the sips.
Chingao. I'm at 2. Hold on. Salute. And then the beer he
A
handed
moment
me.
of silence while we all drink.
Anyway, so back in the old episodes of the podcast, the sips I would edit out the silence parts, but I
That's
don't
pretty
edit
funny.
this podcast at all now. Now that
Okay.
it's Odd Valley
Yeah,
Live,
yeah.
you know.
I
So-
think the live's better. I think it's a part of the experience. Plus, you might get one of those scenarios where someone thinks that like their phone
Woo.
fucked up, and then they have to look at their phone. And
Dude,
that's
Greg
kinda funny.
Greg Miller does that shit, and I fucking like. I love
He's
hate
such
it.
a punk.
He's
ass.
such a douche, but I love that douche.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's not a douche. I just Greg Miller, you're a cool
I
dude.
mean, I think he'd appreciate. He's a douche enough. you know?
Sometimes,
That's-
yeah, sometimes.
In a
He's
good way,
also
in the best
obsessed
possible
with what is it? What's that? Puzzle Quest 3 way too much. That game's okay.
Yeah. I'm
It's a
fine.
mobile game.
I was gonna say
That's
that's
a mobile game.
That's a cell phone game.
Never been a
It's a
match.
cell phone
Never
game.
been a match 3 guy.
He's really into that shit.
Fucking
for some
cell
reason.
phone gamers.
Okay, you guys want to hear the
cellular device.
you guys want to hear the fucking etchy ass game I'm playing right now?
What do
it's
you-
called
Wait, you're playing a fucking.
etchy as fuck. Yeah, It's called Seven Sins X to C.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's right. Sexy ladies.
Is it
What the fuck is
Is
it?
It's
is
a
it
gotcha
the-
game.
from the anime Seven Sins?
No. That's Seven Deadly Sins. No,
Seven
that's
Deadly
not-
Sins, that's
not
what I'm
the
thinking
same
of.
thing. Yeah. Even though the anime is really good, this
It
is
is a good anime.
This game is really lewd. So just letting you know.
Dude?
Yeah. It's
You know, I
super
was
lewd.
just talking to my friend, and so maybe we don't. Need to get
I got
into
the
this now.
unrated
Let me see
version.
it.
I got the unrated
me
version.
see it.
No, just look it up. Just look it up. I'll show you later.
I was talking to my friend that we need some better, like that. There should be a genre of video games that's like horny video games, but like AAA. I think that'd be a good
Triple
experience.
A titties.
Sure, AAA titties? No, that's not
Give
gonna
it to me.
happen.
Eventually,
well, but like just
No.
like it doesn't have to be gross. Like it could just be like good horny content. You know what I mean?
yeah.
I suppose.
I'm with you, dude. Pizza Man Sam said,
Everyone's horny. Why not? You know? Like,
No,
why
no,
not?
I agree
Yeah.
with
Dude.
that. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely.
"Look,
I
you
just
know what I
don't
mean?
think
Again, don't want to get
I don't think you're
political
gonna
or
get
whatever,
a mass
but-
market of people to be okay with that.
No, I know.
No,
I know.
I think
That's the
look,
problem.
I just think that
I
you
want a
know,
BioWare
sexuality.
hentai game.
I'm just saying,
It's
man.
not gonna happen though.
Dude, I'm just saying that sexuality is frowned down upon in this country, and it shouldn't be.
It's no
Like,
true.
We're
true.
animals.
But I
You know what I mean?
I feel like it's frowned
Okay,
down upon everywhere.
Titties and dicks and fucking
it's
sex.
definitely frowned down
That
upon
shit
everywhere.
happens.
Even in Japan. That's why it's fucking censored.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
it's
then
definitely
why?
weird.
Oh, what was that? I'm sorry.
What I mean is like, what does
Seven
everyone like doing
Sins
the Why
Ecstasy.
does everyone like Mass Effect so much? Because you can bang aliens. Like, why not?
You want to bang the
that more of a
aliens?
premise?
I want to bang the aliens.
Why does everyone like Star Trek? Because he's banging aliens.
Yeah,
Gotta
remember the
love it.
episode with Jonathan Frakes when he's the alien that the aliens want to bang?
Oh, I could
You
see
know what I
that.
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
going
it's like
to
the lady planet, and
It's
they
like- yeah.
want the sexy boy
yeah.
instead.
It's
Remember?
like going to like Japan as a white man, which I am not. But they just want to bang you because you're white.
I don't know, man. I feel like incels think that, and so they go there. And then I saw this video of
And
this
then you
guy
don't get banged?
harassing a Japanese woman in the
Well, you
elevator.
can't do it
And
like
it was really fucked up.
that's because he's a
He was
fucking-
like pulling up her skirt, and I was just like,
Oh, that's
dude, this
whack.
is not an
that,
okay
that,
video.
that is because he's a fucking incel.
That
Jacob.
guy is a fucking
Yeah,
like
that is
Yeah,
true.
literal
if you
monster.
go there as a
Don't do that.
regular
Don't do that.
regular fucking person,
It's fucked up.
you could probably find someone to bang you. That's all I'm saying.
When I was in Thailand.
Okay.
A bunch of girls stopped me on the
I
street
doubt
and thought
that.
I was a celebrity and wanted to take pictures with me. And I was like, no, I'm just a white guy.
Did they say who you were? Did they tell you who
It's
they
Ethan
thought-
Hawke.
No,
It's Ethan
Uh,
Hawke.
Either like I'd be like, okay, I can believe that.
oh, Robert Downey Jr.
All right.
I have no
So
idea.
we're all celebrities. Which celebrity do we look like?
I don't know. I've always
Who do you
thought
look
about
like?
the celebrity
Antonio
doppelganger.
Banderas.
I
You're
can only
Antonio-
I have
grow
no
the
idea,
Robert
dude.
Downey Jr. beard, so I try that, but I don't look like him.
I don't think
You
anyone
look
looks
like
like me.
Gordon Freeman to me.
Gordon Freeman
Yes.
from
Okay.
Half-Life.
Yes. You could
That's
put him
fine. That's
in
totally
a
fine.
Half-Life cosplay,
Okay.
and I'd believe it.
I mean, I like that
That's a
suit.
good one. Next time I go to a con, which
That's
I don't know
cool.
when that'll be.
So you're telling me I should just be hearing the cool music after you put the suit on in Half-Life 1?
Sure. Yeah.
All the
absolutely.
time?
Yeah.
Do you know, is the orange box on Game Pass?
No, it's not.
I don't
Because
think it
that's
is.
that's
That'd be
that's not Bethesda, my friend.
That's Valve.
It's Valve.
Yep,
But
totally.
it's got the guy with the head, the bald dude, and then that little fucking actual valve on the back of his neck.
That's one of the logos. I think
Remember that
there's a
one?
different one.
That's
Yeah.
the
Oh
old
god,
logo.
I remember that from
Bringing you back.
CT back in the day,
Yeah.
or
Back,
CS. Sorry, not
baby.
CT.
Yes,
CT?
yes.
What does
CS.
CT stand for?
CS.
I don't know. I think I was
City
mixing
titties.
Counter Strike and PT.
Counter trike.
City titties.
Counter trike. It's when you're on the trike vehicle and you got to counter the other trike
Can
vehicle.
it be
Counter
like a
Counter
manually?
Strike playable trailer. Yeah. That's right.
Man, remember when Counter Strike 1.3 happened and you could bunny hop? Remember those days?
God,
I don't.
I used to
I'm
really
old.
mess around with Counter Strike back
fucking
in the
old.
day. It was fun.
Okay, let's talk about TV shows.
okay, go on.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah,
we
you're all
really-
good. It's all good.
You guys seen Halo?
No.
Shit sucks. That's my
Uh,
review.
It sucks, man. I really wanted
Fucking-
to enjoy it, and
Fucking
it's not
pissing
good.
me off,
Uh,
man. At every turn, I'm just
I
like,
didn't. Well, one.
God damn it!
I'm not a huge Halo fan to begin with, but
Mhm.
I didn't think it looked good anyway. Like as a sci-fi show.
Yeah, totally.
It's like the
I keep
action's
I keep
good.
trying to think about it. Like, keep trying to think about it. I'm like, if this was just another
Roadside
sci-fi
service
show, like
duties.
The Expanse or something, I'm like, would this be worth watching? I'm like, no, it wouldn't.
No.
It's really not. I've been forcing Joy, Mochi Squeeze. I've been forcing Mochi Squeeze to watch that show with me. Because why not? She makes me watch all her shows.
Does she though? Does
Pretty
she actually
much.
make you watch them?
She puts
Or
them
is it
on and
true?
then I'm in the room.
It's true.
Well,
I
no,
just watched
that's-
Julia Child
you
with
could-
my girl. So there you go.
Yeah, but the challenge is like
How is
I'll
that?
put on I'll put on the Halo show.
Okay.
And
It's
then
actually
I'm
really
like,
lovely.
See, it's lovely.
okay.
At least that show's lovely.
What show?
The Julia
The
Child
Julia
show.
the Julia Child show. Sorry.
I
He
mean,
said it was
Julia-
lovely. You
she
heard him.
makes delicious food.
She did.
Yeah.
She's dead.
On the show.
Yeah.
Like in the timeline of the show.
Yes.
No, I just thought it'd be interesting. I was like, okay, Mochi Squeeze, you've never played Halo. I mean, she played a little bit of Halo back in the day, just multiplayer though.
Yeah.
She doesn't know anything about the storyline. She just knows that like you just shoot people, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, okay. And I'm an insider. I played every Halo first-person shooter game. I know
Agreed.
a bit about the lore and stuff. So I'm watching it from one perspective. She's looking at it from the other perspective. And, and I just can't, when we're watching it, I can't stop talking about it. Because I'm like, okay, he took the fucking helmet off again. Oh, all right, now he's not even wearing the fucking armor.
So
Okay,
I know.
there's no actual, like
Question.
combat happening. There's no action
know.
ever. Like,
Question.
what's happening?
Question:
I know.
Did you before
I'm just yelling.
before the show came out?
Yeah.
Did you actually think that the story was good enough for a show?
Oh, yes. Oh, absolutely, yes.
Because I almost feel
For
like
sure.
don't get me wrong. I've never really delved that deep into Halo, but I almost feel like most shooters, the story's so generic for the most
True.
part
True,
that
I
they
understand
wouldn't
where
make
you're coming
good
from.
shows. I like
I
to
think-
play them.
The thing
I think
go ahead, Luke.
I think the Halo lore, like for instance, I've been reading the book Fall of Reach.
Okay.
Yeah. And it like if you just made a show that was just that book, like it would 100% work. Like it's a really
Right,
good
yeah.
story.
Okay.
Obviously so much of the gameplay in the games is like so much of the things that you do that feel epic are like so gameplay focused in the games that they don't necessarily translate to like a big set piece necessarily, but I still think they could. Like I think
If
like,
you
honestly,
turned
if
it
you
into
just
an
did-
action show, then you
yeah, if you
just have
did
them
Halo
do
1,
the
like,
fucking
if you just
action.
did Halo 1 and literally just the
Just
first time you get dropped
all
onto the
kinetic
beach, just made
action.
an epic-
So,
yeah,
so,
it would
so are
be
you
rad.
saying they're trying to?
I mean,
to
come
put
on,
their-
Luke. You are saying it. You're literally saying it right now. What you're pitching the show that should have happened.
It's too much
Yeah.
story
no.
as far as
It's
exposition.
not
with
too much
Master-
It's trying to
story.
make character development.
It's-
where
That's what
it
I'm
just-
saying.
it
Like
just
too
doesn't
much
need to.
exposition with
Okay.
Master Chief when they don't need to
No,
do that.
that's the thing. That's the thing. That's what you're saying. What you're saying is what could have worked.
Okay.
Is it could have
Right.
been about Master Chief.
Okay.
But it's not about Master Chief. It's about the person that Master Chief saved from the first episode and her side story. And all she does is bitch and moan and cry
Wait,
about a
so
planet.
why is
no,
Master-
hold on. Don't
hold-
talk for a second. All right, hold on. All right? He saves a lady, and then she's like, oh, I'm going to save my planet. And then she spends all this time on a fucking mining thing with this guy, and then she's like, I want to go back to my planet. And he's like, no, Master Chief said to stay with me. And she's like, I'm mad at everyone.
So how long
and then
is
they go
Master-
down to the fucking planet, and then now they're on the planet, and now there's a conflict on the planet. And you're just like, I just want Master Chief to fucking shoot aliens.
How long is Master Chief in the
And
actual
then fucking
show?
Master Chief isn't even wearing his armor or his helmet
Well, that's
ever.
That's what I was
ever.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
I'm so mad.
so he's not even really the focus of the show.
Exactly.
I mean,
Dude,
and-
it is
and
the
when he
fucking
is, it's
Dr.
the wrong-
Halsey
it's for the
show.
wrong reasons.
Interesting. That,
Dude, Luke, tell me it's not the Dr. Halsey show.
It is kind of the Dr. Halsey
like-
show,
Okay.
and then it's
Dr.
super
Oz?
weird because like Cortana is like he just hates Cortana in the whole thing, and I'm
The-
like, you guys are supposed to be She's supposed to be the one person that's like ever connected with you in your entire life, and it's just so odd.
They put so much
It's such a
emphasis
weird
on
choice.
these side
Wait.
characters that
Human
don't
being
even
part of the
exist in the
Covenant thing
game.
is just it makes no
The
sense.
singer bro said, didn't
I'm so mad.
he have the sex?
On the spoiler alert.
Did he have the sex?
Spoiler alert.
I haven't
this
watched
last
that.
episode.
I haven't watched that episode yet. I am gonna watch it.
I'm sorry.
Master Chief has the sex.
Thank you, Miguel, for spoiling the TV show and not warning
No,
anyone.
the singer bro spoiled it.
Is he gonna fuck the other Spartan?
Not
Is that
me.
what's gonna happen?
I'm not gonna tell you who he's gonna fuck, and I'm not,
So Master Chief has a dick. I always just assume Master Chief was like
dude.
just like a fucking robot
In the TV
a
show,
suit.
Master Chief is a guy.
That's
He's a
bullshit.
guy. He's a guy who's barely wearing his armor. And in the games, he's only wearing his armor, and he's just like basically a robot.
That's what I thought.
That's
I
what
thought
I'm
that-
saying.
I
Like,
thought
you
that was the
understand
whole
that we're
point.
just like fully disconnecting what makes Halo Halo, right?
My thing
This
is
is
right.
just
Is
fuck.
like I could see. I could have seen the show going two different ways, and instead it just split the difference in a weird way. One way is like go hardcore for the hardcore gaming audience that loves Halo and just make it a Halo-ass Halo show. The other thing would be to completely disconnect from Halo and just make it a really badass, good sci-fi show.
Right.
That is,
Just
like,
in
Which
the
they could have
universe.
done.
its own story. But instead, they're kind of just like tiptoeing and walking the line of that, where they're like, "Here's all these Halo hints of cool shit," but then they never actually go into it. And then, but they also don't really separate it enough from the other Halo lore that you're like, "This is its own thing." It just doesn't. I don't know why. Like, who are they
It
making this
feels
show
like
for?
a
You know
fuck
what I mean?
exactly, and it also just feels like a giant waste of time.
This is my
And
problem.
I hate it. I
with-
hate that it feels that way.
This is my problem with most movies and shows that are based on video games.
Oh yeah,
Because
except
they,
for Silent Hill.
they tried. No, fuck that movie.
Silent Hill was
that
good.
movie was fucking
That
terrible.
movie was
dude.
great.
It was
Fuck
fucking
you.
terrible.
Fuck you. The first one. The first one was good. Fuck you.
Like it was okay, but like really get the fuck out of here. It was fucking
Oh,
stupid.
the end was stupid. The first like 2/3 of that movie, pretty cool.
The
But
first
then-
2/3 of the
My-
movie was
my-
basically the game and like vibe. and
my
movie.
issue has always been either you go too much video game and then it doesn't work anyway, or you
Totally.
try to placate the
Uh-huh.
mass. They're trying to get like a mass audience to watch the movie, and then
100%.
it doesn't
Yeah,
fucking work,
totally.
and then you make the fucking the game fans angry.
Exactly.
So in my opinion, you shouldn't even do it because it almost feels like you're not gonna. It's like when you make a movie into a book or a book into a movie. I'm sorry,
Right.
you're never gonna make the book fans happy. But most of the people who haven't read the book might go, "Oh, that was pretty good."
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
but
say
the
there's
thing
one
is that-
exception, maybe Lord of the Rings, but that's it.
Well, true.
Oh, Lord of the Rings is so good.
I've never.
But I mean,
good.
that's a once in a generation.
No,
film
almost
that I
never
think.
happens.
I have never read
Harry
Dune.
Potter movies were good too. I don't know.
Dune. Fucking
Well,
amazing.
Dune.
The,
yeah,
the
Dune-
new
you
Dune
know what?
movie was fucking
I
amazing.
love that movie.
I have
And you
not
know what?
read the book.
honestly,
I love
think,
that movie.
I think book fans should be. I read Dune and I think it totally does it justice. The
Cool.
Dune book is like arguably like not even that great of a book. I mean, it's a good book.
Yeah.
but it's like it's not like
Uh,
the second coming of Christ or anything. So I might get some
Yeah.
flack for that.
I
but
don't. Yeah, I was
don't
gonna
know.
say you're gonna get some hate
Um,
mail because there are some people who feel differently.
I'll tell you what.
Again,
This
thoroughly
isn't a
enjoyed it.
Christ
I'm just
podcast.
saying, like, ultimately, out of all the sci-fi books I've read, it's kind of middle of the road. I think it was really
Cosplay!
groundbreaking, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Luke.
No, you're good, dude.
I'm sorry.
You
I'm
thought-
trying so hard not to talk. I'm trying to be.
No, please
respectful.
talk.
I'm
I
trying
need to.
really hard.
I need to go get some more beers. 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, I also have to pee, so Miguel's gonna tell you about how.
Oh,
he,
fuck no, dude.
Skyrim.
Oh, well, I'll wait. I'll wait until
Skyrim.
you go pee and then
no,
I'll
you go get your beers, and then I'll pee after.
So
you
so
come back.
I've been
Go.
killing
Go.
a lot of vampires, and I decided I don't.
You're killing my people.
I don't want to be a dirty
My
vampire.
people. The vampire people.
So every
of Skyrim. Is that
every
what you're trying
time-
to say?
Every time I get the disease, I make sure to go to a shrine and get rid of it because I don't want to be a dirty vampire. Fuck the vampires. I'd rather be a werewolf, and then even then, I still haven't decided.
I don't know.
I still
don't know
ha-
what to say.
I still haven't
okay,
decided
Miguel,
if I
have you
want to
brought
cure
your
the werewolf yet.
Have you brought your sleeping bag? I might want to suck your blood later.
Fuck you, Jacob. I will kill you, you dirty demon. Back to the depths with you.
So in Skyrim, when you suck blood from people,
Okay.
they have to be asleep. You know
Okay,
what I mean,
okay.
Right? So like, if you I go okay. So what's that place like the Hunters or whatever they're called? They're in White's
Whiterun, the champions.
Whiterun, the champions.
Yeah,
champions.
They're all.
You know how they have that one room where they're all like sleeping in bunk beds?
Did you go in there and you fucking drained them all?
You know how many of those people I drained? Every champion. I've sucked all their fucking blood.
You're fucking dirty as shit. You know, because you know what? I've been eating vampire hearts as a
like
werewolf.
that. Yeah, suck. So I
No.
suck, and then I strong.
I'd much rather be a vampire, and I think Twilight ruined. I'd much rather be a werewolf, and I think Twilight ruined vampires for me.
Yeah, but that's not canon vampires. When you pull out the monster manual.
What's the canon of vampire? Don't even bring D&D into this. What's the canon of vampires?
Okay, so the canon vampire would have to be Vlad Dracula, obviously.
Vlad Tepes, yes.
Yeah, Tepish, Dracul.
Dracul.
He's the king of vampires. You know what I mean? He created essentially
Supposedly.
the lore of vampires.
Yeah.
So a vampire to me is a monstrous cursed creature.
So we're not talking. You're thinking more Nosferatu, as opposed to.
No sparkles.
Well,
No
no, that's
sparkles
what I
here.
was. No. I was thinking.
Okay, a
you're
vampire cannot get drunk unless the person's blood, who he drank, was drunk.
So I'm saying you're thinking more Nosferatu as far as on the monster scale.
Yeah.
As opposed to Tom Cruise in Interview with the Vampire. He
He
wasn't sparkly, but he was still a vampire.
Nah, it's kind of a mixture of the two because, okay, look, vampires do have their magic spells to cast, illusion spells and enchantment spells. If we're talking, we're talking D&D because, like, if I'm to talk all things monsters and canons, I always bring it back to D&D. Okay, so a true vampire affects the landscape like a dragon would. Their presence and their lair literally affects the environment around them within a radius. So that is true. They also have magical powers over things, beasts, as well as their minions.
Hence the bats.
Absolutely
Vampire
true. Bats.
trolls.
It's always bats and wolves. As well
Wolves?
as absolutely yes,
No.
yes. A vampire does have the form of a bat and the form of a wolf as well. That is true. That is absolutely true. And the form of a cloud of mist. Those are the three forms of a vampire.
The only reason I will agree with you on
that's
that is
all
because
true.
of Castlevania.
Yes. Castlevania does
you
it
could
right.
You could turn into all three of those.
That's true.
My issue with that though is werewolves and vampires don't get along.
No.
Yeah,
and they're both.
the lycanthropes don't like them so much.
No.
Lycans hate a vampire.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So why are you turning into something that doesn't like you?
I'm not turning into a werewolf. I am a vampire. I told you that.
You turn into a wolf though.
No. That's different.
I feel
a
like in this
werewolf
case,
and a wolf
though,
are
it's
different.
less of like a transformation into that creature and more of like a possession or like a kind of just a control of them sort of thing.
Yes, that's more accurate. Where it's like, okay, a vampire can control the beast.
So are you saying that
whereas the werewolf becomes a man
beast? You're saying the vampire doesn't the vampire turn into a mist?
It also can, yes.
But doesn't that mean he also turns into a wolf?
He can turn into a wolf.
That's my point.
Okay, but cool. No, what I'm trying to explain is that a werewolf is not a wolf.
I understand
and
that.
Also,
it's
a werewolf cannot command a wolf either.
Yeah,
werewolves
but I feel
do
like
not have magic.
In Skyrim,
they just magically
if I'm not mistaken, in Skyrim the wolves will fight with you when you're a werewolf.
They will. They'll hang out.
But that's Skyrim. That's Skyrim. So here's the thing. Here's the thing I'm trying to explain is that, like, when it comes to monsters, it depends on the canon, how they're defined, what their powers are, their classifications, etc., all their abilities, right? And I always subscribe to the Dungeons and Dragons classification of everything because it sort of takes its inspiration and definitions and everything that it is from true culture.
Yeah.
From everything. Like Quetzalcoatl, right? That's a Mexican thing. That's a fucking monster in the manual, in the monsters manual,
totally.
D&D. It also pulls from like what? I'm trying to think.
Like similar
man.
stuff to like what the like Grimm's fairy tales and like the Witcher kind of lore
Djinns,
stuff like
right?
that kind of thing.
Yeah, yes, Witcher. Although Witcher is sort of a little bit different because it's more
I mean,
they
like,
have
it's like some of those Nordic countries folklore, like like the
honestly
the weird like stuff like that.
I wish that they would put more Polish stuff into the monster manual. There's not a lot of that. That's the thing about like Polish monsters and stuff are sort of its own class because you don't see a lot of like
Totally.
Dijkstra. You don't know what a fucking Dijkstra is in the monster manual. It's not in there. But they like that's what I like about The Witcher is because it's almost like its own D&D of its own definitions,
Is
its
that-
own monsters.
I didn't
It's-
realize
none of
that
that
part
shit
of the
is
world.
in.
That's Polish?
Yeah, oh
I
yeah,
didn't
oh
realize
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
I didn't realize that. Okay.
Witcher is all Polish, so there's none of that monster stuff in there. But it's always like Germanic, fantasy.
Okay.
But it's also Wuxia, so it has stuff from like Asian culture, and then it has stuff from Arabic culture as well as like with jinns and stuff, genies, and
genies.
Yeah.
they try to pull in like
totally.
as much stuff as it can into the monster manual. But I digress. When it comes to vampires, they have command over beasts, which allows them to take forms of beasts as well, and to mesmerize mortals. That's sort of their whole thing, you know. But
Okay.
a werewolf,
kind of hypnotize you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
right? A werewolf doesn't have a connection to the beast.
No.
A
He just
werewolf
turns-
becomes
Yeah, it becomes the beast.
more than a beast.
Yeah.
A man beast.
A man beast.
A beast of like cursed abilities,
Which
you know
makes
what I
him
mean?
better.
By the way,
Exactly.
in
True.
this is harkening
Okay,
back
not
to
to
our
pee.
earlier conversation. In Elder Scrolls 6, which is gonna be in like, 20
years,
30,
25 years.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
We're gonna have werebears because there's where it's speculated to be, in the Iliac Bay, which is like the next location of the Elder Scrolls 6, we think. Yeah, there's werebears there, which is kind of cool. I like
That's
the
pretty
idea
interesting.
Of, like,
Yes.
other were creatures. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I would. It's almost like being a druid in a sense.
Yeah, totally. But I think they're pretty darn ferocious.
Yeah, I would
But yeah.
imagine so. Yes. That's pretty awesome.
There's also in another part of the Elder Scrolls land, not where the next one takes place, I don't think, but they're supposed to be wear crocs. That's kind of cool. Crocodile
What
people.
The fuck.
That
is
sounds
awesome.
pretty hectic.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Is there any timeline for that as far as you know, or
Elder Scrolls 6?
Yes.
Well, I mean, so Starfield just got delayed to early 2023, which is what Bethesda Game Studios, like the actual Todd Howard studio, is currently working on. I think Elder Scrolls 6 is in pre-production now. Like, there's a small team that's working on it, and then once Starfield is finished, they will go full bore on Elder Scrolls 6. So,
okay.
I mean, potentially it could be like 4 years out, 3.5, 4 years out, but that's optimistic because games I feel like are just getting bigger and bigger and bigger and
Yes.
probably take longer. I don't know. I think likely we probably won't see that until, what is it, 2022? Probably 2026. That's
Jesus.
insane to say. That's insane.
That's fucking insane, dude. Like, I don't think I could wait that
But, yeah.
long at this point. Which is fine though, because
I mean,
I feel like playing one of these games takes so many hours anyway that a break is
Totally.
nice. So
I mean, honestly, like Skyrim, like you said, you've just been playing it. Like, I've probably played it, like I said, once every 2 years or something like that. Like, I maybe not like put too much time into it, but I'll start a file up or whatever. And it's been out for like what, a little more than 10 years now.
yeah,
and,
it's been 10
like,
years.
Yeah, so I mean, it gets life out of it for sure. But I mean, I can't wait for the Elder Scrolls 6, but who knows? I'm not holding my breath. But
Yeah, I don't know. I've been waiting for what Half-Life 3 for
How many years?
like 20 years, dude.
So many years.
at
I have
this
no
point.
idea what you guys are talking about.
He was
But
talking about
we were
Elder
talking.
Scrolls
I was talking
6.
about werebears because in the
Werebears.
next location where
Ooh,
the Elder
werebears.
Scrolls is being set, which is the Iliac Bay up in Hammerfell, or Daggerfell, Daggerfell. I forget what it's called.
One of them's like Warcraft, I think.
Oh yeah,
I think
Yeah, you're right.
Hammerfell is
Hammerfell.
Warcraft.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sure. So
yeah.
it's Daggerfell. Anyways,
Why do I know this
there's
stuff?
werebears up in that part of the
Nice.
map in Skyrim, or not in Skyrim, but in Elder Scrolls.
Makes you wonder.
So,
why- yeah.
I'm sorry. What?
no,
Miguel?
go ahead.
So lycanthropes, there's all sorts of different types. Like, yes, bears, wolves. There's also rats, jackals.
I've heard in Elder
were
Scrolls
sharks,
there's
I
also
think?
were-crocs, so that's cool.
Were croc? That's cool.
Yeah, right?
Amphibian.
Yeah.
The crocs in fucking Red Dead Redemption 2 fucking get you, buddy.
I still
They'll
haven't played
get
that.
you. That's a good game. That's
I
a
also
great
have
game.
not played Red Dead. I'm not the. I mean, I'm gonna get so much crap for this. I'm not the biggest Rockstar fan.
Not a big Rockstar fan.
I
What's
mean,
the-
I've always obviously I've played all the GTA's. Like they're obviously a blast, and I've
Yeah.
it's like, but mostly I just play those games to like jump in, put some cheats on, see how
Yeah.
many stars I can get, and
Have
just how
fun.
long I can survive.
So let me ask you
I don't know, I just don't-
guys
yeah.
both a question. What's the first Rockstar game you played? What's the first Rockstar?
Probably GTA 3.
GTA 3?
I can't.
Luke?
Did they make anything before that?
Oh yeah. Well, 1 and 2.
No.
those were top down. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think I actually did play one of the top down ones back in the day on a computer, but
Mhm.
I think my first was Vice City, but I never owned it. I just played it at
Oh,
friend's
wow.
house, and then
Okay.
Yeah.
and then
That's way
and then
deep.
and then I bought San Andreas on the PS2, and
Okay.
yeah, that was the first one I played
Yeah.
to completion. That game took me an entire summer to beat. I'm
Yeah, I
sure it's
get it.
not actually that long, but I just I would get so distracted and whatever. And
Yeah, for
Yeah,
me
that's
it was
an easy game to dick around on.
So for me it was
you're a
GTA
kid,
2.
you don't always go for it.
GTA. Oh, you
Yeah,
played
for
the
sure.
second one.
So yeah, I started with GTA 2 on the PlayStation 1, and then I played GTA 1 on PC, and then also after GTA 1, they came out with like a British GTA,
Okay.
and I played both of those like after the fact, and then GTA 3 came out, and that game was like massive game.
Totally.
So I've played like most Rockstar games, at least in the GTA space.
I was gonna say, what else have they put out?
They put out they had a racing game.
Which one?
I can't remember what
Midnight
it's called.
Club,
Midnight
it's called.
Club.
I never played that.
That was actually huge. A lot of people like that game. And
Yeah,
then
it was good. I mean, I don't really remember it because I'm not that much of a racing person, except for Forza Horizon
Cosplay.
5, but
yeah,
cosplay.
you said it.
I
Hit it
did say
again.
it.
Hit it again.
Are you drinking
Miguel?
beer out of that mule cup?
Miguel.
No, I was out of beer, so I cosplayed this cup as a beer instead.
Oh damn!
I'm
dude,
kidding.
You're fucking
I'm
making it happen.
just saying. It's a gin and tonic.
Nice. So
Kept it in the family.
Drink of choice.
yeah. And then I played Red Dead Redemption, like the
That's
original.
Rockstar 2, right?
But I had also played
Red Dead Revolver.
Was it Red Dead Revolver or was it?
Red Dead Revolver's the first
Was
one.
that the
it's
name
a
of
first
it?
person.
I played that
first-person
too.
Original Xbox game, I think.
I think it was Xbox or
I think it was probably on all of them.
PS2.
I think I actually might have played it on a GameCube.
It was good. It was a
Was
good
it?
game. But
Yeah.
then I played Red Dead Redemption 1 on 360 and like holy shit, what a game. Great game.
Yeah, no, I really did.
Oh,
I did enjoy
man,
that
what a
game at the
fucking
time.
great
It was
game.
I still haven't
Played
played
the
those.
shit out of it. Red Dead Redemption 2
Everyone
though.
tells me to fucking play it.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, probably. I really like Red Dead Online, although it's pretty like predatory with its 2K like
Yeah.
when you play the single player version of the game, you get like a certain amount of money per like sale of things, and then you sell
Mhm.
the same shit in the online, and it gives you like 10% of the money. You know what I mean? It just
Sure,
feels
sure,
very
sure.
predatory.
Really?
But it's still fun to play online, like especially if you have a friend. Like if you just like the gameplay, which I do, it's worth it. I don't know. Like every once in a while, I reinstall it on my Xbox, whatever. I mean, I have the
I had a-
Series X now, but
I had a brief
I don't
stint
know.
playing GTA Online, but it's such a it's
I played a lot
it's
of
really
that
hard
too.
It's really hard to like navigate. There's a lot
It
of weird
can be.
UI things and like stuff I don't quite understand. You know what I mean? But
I just feel like
Yeah.
Rockstar is just very predatory in its practices
Uh,
and it's sort of ruining the games,
I
which
feel
sucks.
I feel like a
but-
lot of companies are like that at this point.
Square Enix, I'm looking at you, man.
The microtransactions. But
Yeah,
generally,
yeah,
I think
it's
I've
true.
gotten to a point at my age where I feel like I don't want to play online. I'd rather just play
Right.
a game by myself for the most part,
Okay,
just to enjoy
Yeah.
myself.
I'm
Okay.
fairly solitary gamer with the exception of a couple things. But
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
look, I get that, boys. But you know what would be fun is if we all three played video games together, and that's what I am
and-
trying to do.
And I know you've been
I am trying hard.
you've been trying to
get-
do that for a while, and I know that.
Look, if you know OMG's this online, You know, OM Jesus is always looking for gamers to play
He's
games
just-
with.
He's the
All
sad
the time.
gamer.
You could call sure, call me the sad gamer all you want, because it's sort of true. But look, here's the thing: I bought an 8 terabyte extra external hard drive. I installed every fucking possible game I could think
Let's
of,
play.
from Game Pass to free to play
go.
and on. And I'm down to play anything. And here's the case in point. This is me just letting you know. Look, I have tried. Look, I like survival games.
Okay.
Minecraft.
Me
even.
too.
Okay, love it. Fallout 4 survival mode. Fallout 76 even. I bought that game of my own money. It's on Game Pass.
Oh, I know you did.
I actually,
Okay.
I actually enjoyed my time with Fallout 76.
Same here, man. I like it. I like to build. I like to get really high and build stuff. I like to build buildings
I'll
in
build
games.
the fuck out
You
of
know what
some
I
shit.
mean?
That's me too in Fallout 76.
Fallout
That was, like, the whole
76
point,
is,
kinda.
but like all joking aside, and yes, I do smoke weed, so whatever.
Yeah.
But
where we're at.
all joking aside, Fallout 76 is a good game. It's a good game because the world itself is fun to explore. There's a lot going
Oh,
on in
yeah.
that world, and it's West Virginia. If you like me, are kind of spooky, you like cryptids and stuff. Like there's a lot of references to that stuff.
Mothman and all that. Yeah.
Absolutely within Fallout 76.
I
So
could
it's
see
not a
that.
bad game to play, right? But I understand like why people wouldn't like it in some respects. But
I think,
regardless,
my main thing that happens with like these like traditionally single player types of games trying to go into the persistent game model is just we just know at heart like I just like the single player version of it so much that if they just put energy into that, like we would have another great single player version of it. Like
look, I get that.
I
get that.
agree,
and I-
100%.
Look, I get that, and I
100%.
understand that, and I'm not saying you're wrong. But wouldn't it be fun
I'm not.
for you
I
guys
would gladly
to
jump
hop
back
online with
back
your
on the servers with you? That'd be
$10,
fun.
$15 Game Pass subscription
I
to
don't.
just
Oh, I have it.
and I can show you my little house.
I
the
don't.
little house I built.
I
I
don't disagree.
I built the house.
I don't
Check it out.
disagree. Playing games online is fun with friends.
That's what
It's
I'm
a
trying
good
to say.
time. No,
Yeah, it's a good time.
absolutely, 100%.
I
But
do
I
like
think I
single-player
spent
games,
so
though.
much time playing WoW. And
Mm.
don't get me
Oh,
wrong,
no, yeah,
an
that
MMO
could
is
sour
totally
it. That could
different.
sour everything.
Like,
honestly, yeah.
I've just gotten so, I guess, jaded with other people.
Right.
And don't get me
Totally.
wrong, it's better to play with people you know.
Right.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
even then, I feel like you can still get kind of jaded depending on what game you're playing.
No, you're absolutely right. But here's the point I'm trying to make, that like playing with people that you, even if you just barely know them, and you haven't even talked to them in voice chat, but you've chatted with them. You know what I mean? And this is the story I'm trying to tell. So like, yes, I like a survival game. That's what I was trying to convey, even talking about like Fallout 76, whatever.
Yep.
Like a hunger meter. I'm not scared of a hunger meter. I'm excited
neither.
to find an apple. I want to look for an apple. You know what I mean?
I'll eat those sweet rolls. Let's go.
Yeah, I want to bake a bread.
Give me
and
that
eat a bread.
skeever
You know
ass.
what I mean? But every time I had tried to play No Man's Sky on my own,
Mm-hmm.
it got to the point where like I just wasn't having fun. You know, I was like stuck. I was stuck in a situation where I just did not have enough resources, and I just kept like
Yeah,
dying and running out of thirst.
That game has a
or
steep
whatever.
Like, at a certain point, you're like, okay, my ship can't like go as
Yeah.
you know, I need to get a hyperdrive and all this stuff, and you get kind of you hit a plateau.
you
I
get
like
stuck.
playing No Man's Sky in creative mode where there's just no consequences. That's a fun one. But yeah.
Right, and that's the thing is my stance is like, okay, look, I like a survival game, but I tried playing No Man's Sky like on different occasions over the years,
Mhm.
to the point where like I'm just like, I don't know if No Man's Sky is my game. And then here comes Kebabs. He's a guy from the Kind of Funny Best Friend community. He talked about
Yeah.
that game a lot, and I was just like, well, I don't know, man. And I was just bullshitting with it, and I was like, well, look, man, if you really want to play the game, I'll play it with you, because I'll play any game with anyone.
Yeah.
And that's my
Totally.
statement. Any game with anyone. Even if I tried the game, I didn't like it. And
Yeah.
here's me putting my money with where my mouth was. You know what I mean? I'm like, all right, Kebabs, you really want me to play No Man's Sky with you? Fine. I'll try it out. So I did.
Well,
And we
I
did
mean-
expedition mode.
that's kind of how we know each other, right? Jesus, we were up on Forza Horizon 5 together. We were playing. That was like one of the first things.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
we,
for sure.
like,
Yeah.
met through.
I didn't really play any Forza games, and this guy wanted to play some games with me, and I was like, let's do it. And
There we
we
go.
had a good ass time. But the same thing happened with Kebabs. He was like, well, just look, I know what you're saying, but just try this expedition mode. So I did. And we played it. And what it did was it expedited like the beginning like phase where you're dealing with a lot of resources and you didn't have to do a lot of building. And before I know it, we played 2 sessions and had a good time. And then I was like, okay, I'll give you credit, Kebabs. I didn't really like this game, but just playing with someone online makes the game work, because like even if you're frustrated, you just have someone to talk to.
And I can see
and
that.
that's kind of where I'm at. It's like I just I want a game, but like, and it's not every gaming session, but it's like there's certain games that like aren't fun unless you have someone to bullshit with while you're doing it.
And I agree with that.
That's where I'm at.
I agree with that. My thing is I think I tend to avoid those games.
I
I
get
tend to
that.
gravitate
Lot of-
towards the games that I can play on my own because I tend to find that, at least now,
Right.
that when I do play games, it's usually to just kind of like fucking relax and do nothing.
Right. Decompress.
Yeah. And I just want to sit and play a fucking game, and
You
I
don't
don't want to
wanna-
have to worry about someone, oh, you're doing that wrong.
Right.
You know? And,
Stay away from Overwatch.
yeah. Oh,
Call of Duty.
absolutely.
You don't want
Absolutely.
13-year-olds to tell you that
This
you're
is
a piece of shit.
This is why I stopped playing that game. Is fucking toxic as shit. Like
Right,
it's not
right,
worth it. It wasn't worth it to me at that point.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. We're friends.
I get that. Even playing with you though, it was stressful because you
No, that's Overwatch. That's a different game.
and I get that.
That's a different
I
game.
could see
That's
you
hilarious.
being. I could see you being different in playing like
Depends
depending
on the game.
game.
Depends on the
I
game.
get it.
I know that there's certain games that I yell at people with.
I
Like,
understand
the other day,
that.
we
Well,
were playing
I guess
Halo,
what
and I told the pizza man Sam that he was trash because he got no kills. But then he
Look.
kept telling me about how I was trash.
and then
it
Pizza
worked
Man
out.
Sam
It's
goes,
fine now.
"Go fuck yourself in
Yeah.
the ass, Jacob Jones."
Well, then he went on a tweet tirade to tell me how I was trash, and then we just all just had a good time. What I'm trying to say is that, like, at the end of the day, whatever it is that you do, if you're doing it with friends, it's probably funner.
Do you
It's
know what
probably
I,
more
Agreed.
fun.
Do you know what I miss though? I miss going to a friend's house and playing games.
Oh yeah,
I
for
know.
sure.
That is what I miss.
And I
or
got
going to an arcade and playing games.
right, and you got to give it to Xbox for Game Pass because I feel like a lot of Game Pass games are featuring games that you could couch co-op. Honestly,
Totally.
And I
There's a
feel
lot.
like that's what I miss. Even though you're sharing a fucking screen,
right.
it kind of fucking sucks in that regard. But at the same time, I miss that shit. GoldenEye, fucking classic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I still own an N64, and
Ooh.
we will definitely play some OG Smash and OG Kart. Well, not
Oh,
OG
bro.
Kart, I guess, but some old Kart, and it's still so fun. Like, I mean, say what you will about Mario Kart 64, but there's just a magic to like all of us on a. I have a big screen now, so a
Yeah.
big TV, 65-inch or whatever. Back in the day, I can't believe we were playing on like little
like a 24.
CRTs, but
Shitty.
but yeah, it's,
So when
it's,
it's
it's hilarious.
720p.
It's super fun.
But they were like heavier than your own fucking
Yeah,
whole body.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, for sure.
That
I also bought the fucking the GameCube hub thing for the Switch just so I can play
Yes.
Smash
And
Ultimate
I
with
think,
everyone.
honestly, I
So,
feel
yeah,
like
I'm
that-
with you, man.
That's
Yeah,
what
with you.
Nintendo does the best.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
totally.
yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
But we got to give some credit to Lego Star Wars because that's something that they're doing.
Well,
I've
Yeah,
always
yeah,
liked the
Yeah,
Lego
yeah,
games. I
good
haven't
time.
played the new one, but the Lego games have always been good.
Cool. So let's so with Neon Pocket Dimension, I'm not sure exactly what our segments will be.
No.
But I'm thinking like we'll start with an intro, what you doing, what you watching, then we'll kind of get into the meat of a conversation, like what we've done.
Have a topic or something.
Or
Yeah.
essentially like either we have a topic or we just kind of like talk and just let the branches go just like we did this time, or just kind of talking about everything and anything. And then I feel like a good way to tie things off, and I'm just taking lessons from Odd Valley, and we'll do this too. We do on the Odd Valley podcast, we do, it's Odd Valley Live podcast.
Odd Valley Live.
nowadays.
Yeah.
We do something called 25 cent advice, which is advice that's worth way more than a quarter, but you're getting it for free. So 25-cent advice. But for Neon Pocket Dimension, I think it'll be more like what's your last thought or something. You know what I mean?
We could do like a recommendation too, or
it
something
could be
like that.
something like that. Yeah, something like that. And we'll just kind of figure it out as we go
as
along.
we go. Yeah, I think so.
But let's start with our 25-cent advice. So it could be anything. It could be anything for any fandom or anything you can nerd out on. So let's start with Miguel. What's some sort of 25-cent advice you
If
can
you're
give?
playing Skyrim, kill all the vampires you can and eat them.
You fucking piece of shit.
Let's go.
Okay, Luke. Luke, what do you got? 25-cent advice.
All right, my 25-cent advice is that, and this isn't necessarily a hot take or anything like that, but if you are not typically a Souls player, try Elden Ring. I have started and failed at multiple.
He just
other
chugged
Souls
pickle
games.
juice.
What was that?
He just chugged pickle juice right now. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Continue. Go ahead.
I tried Bloodborne and failed at the Starved Beach. Got stuck
Wow.
and gave it up. I'm gonna go back to it now, but I tried Dark Souls 3, failed, gave it up. But I will say, as soon as Elden Ring happened, I was like, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try it out, and it's become one of my favorite games in a long, long time. So try it out, even if you think it's not for you.
I will take that recommendation as long as it's on sale.
There you go.
Fair enough. What's my 25-cent advice is if you're Master Chief, put on your fucking helmet. You fucking
damn it,
asshole.
right? Come on.
Fuck. If
Fuck
you're
you.
a Spartan, wear your armor.
Fuck.
Put your helmet on and shoot some fucking aliens.
Fuck
man.
you, Paramount.
What
do
are
it
you
right.
doing? What are you
Yeah,
doing,
come on
Cortana? You're supposed to be the fucking it's
I-
you and the
is she-
chief.
is she
it's
actual-
you and the chief.
Is she an actual person? Do you see Cortana?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah,
You?
and,
Yeah.
And it
and
actually
it's even
just- yeah.
it's even the fucking voice actor from the games. It's
From
the
the
one
ga-
person
yeah,
that came
it's-
over with.
Really?
She's
It-
great, honestly. Jen Taylor rules. Jen
Oh,
Taylor
good
rules.
for
Jen
her,
Taylor.
man. That is awesome.
Everyone on this
Did you pour me a
podcast,
shot,
we all
dude?
love Jen Taylor. No, I didn't pour
But-
you a shot. Where's the shot?
Where's the
But it's-
Jameson?
But she's totally underutilized in the show. It's not good.
Oh, it's
Where-
over there. It's over
Fuck!
there. It's over there. So she actually came
here's
back.
my 25-cent advice. Is
Yeah,
Jen
go ahead.
Taylor,
It's cool. It's really cool to
Jen
see her in the
Taylor
show
fight-
and have
fight-
the voice and everything. But
fight harder for a better Halo show. That's my 25-cent advice.
I almost feel like if this doesn't
gonna
do
happen.
well, it's not going to happen.
Okay, so now
it's over with.
remember this is a it's a mashup episode. So let's
yep,
do
yeah.
a Neon Pocket Dimension recommendation.
Oh, cool.
Let's start again with Miguel. We'll go back down the line. Miguel?
Just like any recommendation,
Oh yeah.
Better Call Saul.
Oh really?
Oh, nice.
If you like breaking,
Is that show over?
not yet. I think there's one more season.
About to be.
If you like,
Okay.
I think it's the second half of the
Cool.
last season.
oh, is
coming
it?
out.
See, my thing is I don't have cable, so
Neither do I.
I
Okay, fair
don't have what's it on AMC.
Uh-huh.
So I watch
I
it.
don't know.
I watch it when
On
it
Netflix.
hits Netflix.
Yeah, totally.
So if it's in the middle of the season right now, I can see that happening.
Uh-huh.
But if you liked Breaking Bad at all,
Yeah.
that show is amazing.
Okay.
And El Camino, the movie, was actually pretty good too.
There's
So
a movie too.
Yeah, there's a
Oh,
movie
wow.
that's on Netflix.
Okay.
I highly
that
recommend both
follows,
of
that
those.
follows like Jesse's story
Yes.
or something, right? Something-
Yes.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Right on, man.
I highly suggest Better Call Saul. I
Cool.
just finished season 5. So
Cool.
Very cool.
I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
these.
Recommendation. Oh, how about this? Let's do something a little different. I just got. It is. You know what? Let me look it up. It's a manga called Berserk.
Oh.
that's like way old, dude. Good for you.
Dude, I
way
just
old,
bought
but
that
I-
for my
like-
friend for his birthday.
Oh,
Or
did you?
Miguel, or you guys, okay, if you long time watcher listener to Odd Valley, you know Kevin.
Kevin. Oh, you bought Berserk.
I
for
bought
Kevin.
Berserk for Kevin's birthday. I bought him the volume that was like the bat, like you know what I mean.
Is there
like
any
the
reason
leather
you
bound back.
chose Berserk?
Me?
It's because Elden Ring.
It's his Elden
Exactly.
Ring. Okay.
He
Exactly.
understands.
So
Luke will tell you. Luke
I
will tell you
heard.
right now.
I heard
Okay.
Lucy James talk about it on a podcast from GameSpot, and she was saying she was so obsessed with Elden Ring that she wanted to consume more content like it, and that this was kind of in there. So
Okay.
yeah, Kentaro Miura is the author.
Yeah.
And I got it. And
That's
it's fucking
that's
rad.
old school. Good for you, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
Stoked.
I need to.
Yeah,
read
I had
it.
heard about it
Yeah,
before,
wanna
but
read it.
I just I never got around
I
to
will
it.
say that I am at this point in my life not as versed in anime and manga as I used to be.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
totally.
I'm with you.
So,
Chobits.
well, yeah, that's fucking that's my era at that point. But it's nice to hear you
Cosplay.
say something that
Yeah.
I know.
Cosplay.
There you go. When I used to live
Hit it
in,
one
I
more
lived
time.
in New York City for a little while, Brooklyn, and there was an awesome manga shop there, and
Cool.
so I used to go and just browse and buy stuff, and that was like my era of reading it more. On the subway, I'd read it a lot, but I've kind of fallen off, but it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to read the whole thing.
I'm excited for you, man. Hopefully at some point, after Kevin's done reading the manga, I
Yeah.
read it, and I mean,
Did-
I would like to buy it for myself too.
Is it a compiled?
It's a
I
volume.
bought-
It's a massive
I bought
volume.
I
Oh,
bought
okay.
volume 1 through 3. It's like a hardcover. It's
It's
really
a
fucking
exactly.
rad.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
hardcover
That's
and
pretty
it's,
cool.
thing.
it's
That
also
is pretty
blown
cool.
up, right? Like
So it's
right?
bigger?
Yeah, it's bigger.
It's on a bigger
it's
format?
massive
Okay.
and amazing. Yeah,
Um,
that's
I
the one
think
I got
I'm-
for
and-
Kevin for his birthday.
Oh,
Man, that's
okay.
a good gift.
Yeah, that is a good.
there's
gift.
a ton of I think like there's an original series and then there's a Naruto Shippuden series type of vibe where it goes like way beyond, and I think there's a ton of those books, but I think the first series is like maybe 28 or something volumes, something like that.
Okay,
I
absolutely.
just got 1 through 3, so we'll see how it goes. But
I'm sure you'll finish it at some point. I apparently I've caused a problem with pickle juice.
No, it's cool. I got more.
oh no,
Where did you get the pickle juice to?
No, it just exploded on me.
From where? I drank it.
It's because it was in my shot glass. You know what? I'm not faulting you for anything.
I drank the
All
pickle
right,
juice.
here's my 25-cent advice
Yeah.
for you.
wait, it's a
recommendation, dude.
recommendation. I
It's a
thought.
recommendation.
Here's your. I'm sorry. It's just I'm drunk, and then it just automatically.
Are you that drunk? Come on.
It just automatically.
Come on, Jacob
happens. Here's my what is it?
Recommendation.
Hold
Use-
on, wait. What's this show called again? NPD. Is my NPD recommendation?
NPD.
Neon Pocket Dimension.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
I was like,
oh, that's cool.
NPD?
We're NPD as opposed to MPD. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. MPD recommendation to you is besides Stanley Parable, because I just want to reiterate that.
I'm gonna play it this weekend.
I'm interested.
Game Pass. Get
oh
it.
hell yeah!
It's funny
Get
that
Game Pass.
it's
Watch Doctor Strange. That movie, I feel like
Was it
Doctor
good?
Strange was made for Jacob Jones.
Was it
For
good?
this guy right here.
It was good, huh?
It was.
It
fun.
was
I had
sick.
fun.
It was
haven't
sick.
I haven't seen it yet.
Sam Raimi. Also, you know what? Before you watch that Doctor Strange movie, watch Evil Dead. Watch Evil Dead
Okay.
1. Watch Evil Dead 2. And then watch Evil Dead 3 Army of Darkness. And then also watch Drag Me to Hell. And then watch Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
A Raimi-a-thon for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And then you'll get it, I think. And then, I mean, you could squeeze in Spider-Man 1 through 3. You know what I mean?
Or maybe
and then
just one.
If
I
you
don't
really
know.
want to.
You know what? If Sam Raimi directed something, watch it, bitch.
Nice.
That's my recommendation.
Okay.
All right.
Doctor Strange was
enjoyed
really
Doctor
good.
Strange. It was fun.
Okay.
I fucking love that movie, and it's in my top 5 Marvel movies.
Wow, not mine, but it's still dug it.
I just love Sam Raimi.
I've
man.
been
I
lazy
just-
and I
I
haven't
don't know.
watched it yet.
And then also the Evil Dead video game, the beta wasn't great, but I'll still buy the game if enough friends buy the game. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's an online game.
Oh yeah,
Did you hear that? Did you hear
Oh,
that
yeah.
Bruce Campbell shout out on Kind of Funny Games Daily today?
I did. No, I didn't. I missed it. I need to listen to that. But
Oh, that's
Doctor
pretty funny.
Strange, this movie with Sam Raimi as a director, there is a very big Bruce Campbell component. So
Oh, is there?
yes,
Yes, there
if
is.
you like Bruce Campbell and you like Evil Dead, he's
It's
there.
a pretty funny cameo.
baby.
Yeah, it's good.
That's interesting.
And then I'm also gonna recommend Goldfish crackers. They're
But
good.
you get 2. Hey, I ate some goldfish. Today.
Well,
That was
well,
good.
how about? We're doing multiple recommendations.
No, I'm just throwing
Hendrick's
out an extra one.
gin.
That's good.
Hendrick's gin.
That's good gin.
It's my favorite.
Not whatever shitty
No-
gin I just drank.
No.
Not
I don't
good.
even remember what
No,
you're drinking, but don't drink that.
Luke, all you
Hendrick's.
have to say is don't buy plastic spirits.
Anything in plastic.
I
Stay
didn't
away
buy it,
from
someone left
plastic
it at my
beer.
house.
No, that's
at my house.
fine. No judgment. I'm just saying, don't
all
buy
right, guys.
plastic spirits.
I think it's time to end this show, so I'm going to start
think
up
so,
the
too.
outro music. And
Okay.
thanks for being a part of this, and I hope you look forward to the Neon Pocket Dimension
Oh, who to grab?
going forward. What is so we got a
don't-
saying on this show, this Odd Valley show. It's Coup de grace. What does coup de grace mean, Miguel?
I don't remember right now.
It means live, laugh, love, and drink.
Okay, there you go.
So,
Thank you, Kevin.
Coup de
Thanks,
grace.
Kevin.
Coup de grace.
Coup de grace to all you guys. And did you pour my shot?
I did. You
You
have
got
it
a
over
shot?
there.
Okay. Well, so we're gonna end with the shot, and then we're feeling kind of drunk, right?
Yeah, I am.
Amen.
So we're gonna get drunker, and then I think apparently Mochi Squeeze is gonna bring us a pizza home. So that's
Oh,
good.
Okay. Well,
If-
that's nice.
I mean,
of her.
if you're still here. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But
We'll see.
anyway, thanks for being a part of the show, and we love you, and we'll
Thanks,
see you next
guys.
time. And hopefully
guys.
we'll see you on the first technical episode of Neon Pocket Dimension. So cheers.
The spin-off.
Oh yeah.
You okay over there?
that,
You want
looks, that looked rough.
You want some pickle juice?
That was the roughest shot I've ever taken. I don't know why. All right, guys. Let's stop the stream.